What's up, Cuzzo? That's kind of hot out here, man. It's 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Hot out here. Be doing what it do. All it know how to do, you hear me? Just be chilling, man. Chilling. Another fantastic day. Another victory. Another day for the OGs. You know where that's from. Another victory. Another day for the OGs. We be making it do what it do, you know what I mean? So, don't know how many days in a row this is me streaming. Don't even care at this point. I don't care no more. I wasn't feeling too good earlier. Feeling a little better now. Oh shoot. Boy. New phone already dropping it. Look at Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I had this case on it. Look at me. Boy, I usually take this thing without the case. Boy, I'm so glad I had this case on this stupid win. Turning around for 1 second, man. Dropping my phone, man. Come on, dog. Brand new phone. I just paid all this money for. See the fine brother with the dreads. That's King Von, man. King Von, blocka. blocka. You know how many times I get asked that, man? Everybody be like, but you like King Von? Yeah, no crap. Everybody say that, man. I don't like everybody at this point, man. King Von only a couple of days older than me. We got the same birth year. I think his birthday was August 9th, mine August 16th. Both the same age. Anyways, what's good with cheese? Oh, these dreads getting in your face, man. You can't even see them, man. The screen is so bright. Oh, the sun is so bright. It do kind of make me look good on you. I might need to somebody take a screenshot of me. I might need to repost this. I'm looking kind of spazzy. So this might not be blowing. I have to take a screenshot of myself, y'all. Hold on. I'll take it over. Hold on. There we go. What's up with y'all, man? What you got going on today? What it do, fool? What's up with you? I don't know, I need to go get a retwist badly though, but they still don't look bad though, man. Locks still be looking fresh, you feel me? Hey man, why I got 5 people, 1 like, man? Get my likes up, fool. Bet I'm gonna throw a water on y'all contour face. You better come on, man, get my likes up. Y'all be stingy with a like button, man. Like button free. Like, dang, man, y'all stingy. You dudes are stingy. You dudes are like greedy. That's what you are. Holding all the love to y'all selves, man. Come on, man. 2 likes. Where my likes at, man? Get my likes up, fools. Dog, when I'm out 20 people in here, man, with 5 likes. Yeah, I ain't had no color in my hair since like 2022, actually. All these blonde tips, like I said, these ain't even new, man. These been in my hair for years, you know what I'm saying? Well, this color actually lasts a long while. That's when my locks used to be like right there. Like my locks were short. They was like that long when I first moved here. But it's a 3-year journey, man. We on a 3-year journey. And they covering your face. They growing fast, man. That's why I said once I get them retwisted, they gonna be even longer, man. Let me show it. Let me share this one. Put this in the group chat real quick. Hold on. I don't know. Everybody somewhere. Like I said, people get the notification, they just don't click on it. And if they choose not to click on it, I ain't gonna keep reminding them. So I said it's gonna be a time where I'm mute. I don't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna ask nobody to like the stream, subscribe, come in, say nothing. I said you just don't, man. You just don't. At this point, it's whatever. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I ain't get no feedback after that. I'm turning it off. I'm so serious. I'm gonna start turning it off after that. I like to go live out here, man, because it feels so good, man. Like, it's a little hot right now, but it's like a good hot, you know what I mean? Like,
wow, so good.
Stop. Oh, shoot, dropping my water. Oh, well, all I know is I'm having a good day. Feeling great outside, so like I said, I can't complain. Feeling good. Got a lot of feedback last night, boy. They was having some type of dance hall or party over there. So everybody was on the stream, man. People love you, man. They love what you do out here, you know what I mean? So everybody be wanting to come and be a part of that, you know what I mean? So you got to start doing more things for the people outdoors. I like the people outdoors more than y'all. So, I gotta be better. Hey. What it do today? It's good with y'all, man. Y'all still freezing?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got 80 degrees? That's what's up. Okay, what's up? I'm about to say, boys, I know y'all been freezing for the last weeks or so, man. It feel good up here. It's hot. Super hot up here. As I said, it's hot, but it's like an actual good hot. It ain't like too much. I think I'm going to shade in a little bit, bro. I don't want to be in the sun all day, man. I'm already getting black. I'm getting too dark. Ugh. Yeah, come on. How y'all doing today? Y'all talk to me. Come on. Give me feedback. These locks are looking good though, but I would say that. It's crazy because I was wearing a hat today, man. And so what's up, Denise? I had a hat on today, and usually when I have a hat on, I have like these two strands hanging out. Then I roll the rest up in like a bun, like a ponytail bun. And I took it off today, man. I went and took a shower after I got home. You know what I'm saying? And I looked in the mirror. I was like, boy, this all just came down, looking good. I was like, dang, boy, I'm looking good. Looking good. Like, I don't want my locks to be like too long to like right there, but I'll probably want them around like maybe like right there or something. She said, I took your advice and called in. Well, you sure should. Y'all better not let them work y'all like that, boy. Don't let y'all work crazy. You know how annoying it is? They make y'all come to work when you don't want to. Like, man, please. Why, man? I said, have your own side business so you ain't got to be nobody's slave. You know, listen to me. That's why everybody like working for themselves. At least with a job, like I said, your pay is consistent, but you ain't making no money. When you start your own business, your business goes off of like, you know, how serious you are about it. So you might not have a consistent pay rate, but the money you make is gonna be way better than what you making at a 9-to-5. So yeah, you might not get paid every day, but you might have a business that make you like 20 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? So you might not get paid for 2 weeks straight, but you'll make a 20 grand sale. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have multiple people that buy a couple of $1,000 sales. You know? So. Well, I told y'all, start your own side business, man. Y'all don't be listening to Steve. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all black women. Start your own business, boy. Y'all good at it. All right, don't listen to me then. Don't listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, if I was a successful, beautiful black woman, that's what I would do. Women have a better experience at sales. Ain't nobody gonna tell y'all no. People don't ever tell women no, man. Dudes are suckers. I be trying to tell y'all that, like, bro, y'all could get so much money if y'all wanted to. What's up, Texas? What's up, y'all? Well, I got 8 people and 4 likes, man. That's half. Come on, get my likes up. Come on. Come in here, man, supporting the boys, supporting me. You supporting me, I supporting you. That's why I go live stream. Come on, man. 5, I see it. Come on, give me 6. Come on, that's all I'm asking for is 6. Watch, I get 6. Give me 7. Give me 8. I mean, y'all niggas be stingy, bro. Y'all ain't trying to like nothing. Y'all ain't trying to pour me at nothing. But don't know. What y'all want to talk about? I ain't gonna be doing too much today on this stream. I'm kind of not worn out, but just I don't know. Today I've been more relaxed. I wasn't feeling good earlier today, man. Feel like I had to throw up. It's that coffee, man. I hate drinking coffee. That's why there's some stuff I just can't drink like it no more. I can't drink like a Monsters and Red Bulls like that, and I can't drink like too much coffee, bro. That stuff's ugh. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning, man, with no water. I was like, bro, you can't do it no more, man. That stuff make you feel sick. My heart rate is going crazy. That's why I sound like you gotta remember, like, I think you need to eat food with that stuff too. Like when you do that, like, I was doing on like pretty much empty stomach. So that's why I like, bro, you could like have 1 cup of coffee if anything, and that's it. Like don't drink 2, man. That stuff really do get your heart rate going up. It make you feel funny. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't want to have no elevated heart rate, man. But I think most of this stream is gonna go based off of y'all, how much y'all talk. Cause again, I ain't gonna be doing the whole rundown. I don't feel like doing it. Y'all say something, y'all say something. Y'all don't, well, it's gonna be that. I don't even care right now. I'm just more relaxed. I'm gonna actually probably go over here and go sit down somewhere. I wanna kinda relax a little bit more. Once the shade come in, I'm gonna come back over here and sit down. But as of right now, it's kinda bright and early, so I'm gonna move real quick. Y'all liking a lock stove, boy? I can't get off these logs. But the logs looking fresh, man. Something about a brother with locks, ain't it? What's something cool? What's good with y'all? Iced latte's fine. I feel like a cup of hot coffee, man. I feel like hot coffee like elevates your heart rate faster. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Or maybe it's all just coffee. I don't know. Hold on, what? Whew. That's one thing about locks, though. They get all up in your face, man. Sometimes you can't see. You can't be seeing everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you having to look at where you're going at. Steve, you looking like a biblical fairy tale. Is that a good thing? What, you trying to call me sweet, cuz? What, you trying to say I'm sweet? Steve's a little bit on the fanny bandit side, a little bit of the backward mechanic. Looking like a fairy tale, like I'm Tinkerbell, cuz. I ain't no Tinkerbell, cuz. That's a Suwoo, man. Suwoo, cuz. Can't you say about a red? Y'all playing with me, man. Boy, don't make me throw water on your contour face now. Boy, listen to me. I hurt your feelings. Splash of water. Oh, somebody, he needs some milk. Yeah, look at that. Underneath all that stuff. What's up, Ehime, Ehinome? He. Make you wanna pet me, make you wanna bet me, make you wanna bet blah, 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 blah. Uh-oh. Shoot. I hate this stupid thing. I'm about to set up over here. It's in the shade, cuz. We in the shade, cuz. These palm trees make me look even sexier. Yeah. Running around here looking all sexy and whatnot. Hold on, y'all. Let me set you up right there. I'm gonna put y'all over here. I gotta do like being in the sun, though. The way it glows on my skin. Hold on, let me put y'all right there. How that going right there? Okay. Like a Joseph type. Skin glowing, skin looking like I'm showing. Skin looking like nobody knowing. Blacka to your face, man. How y'all doing, though? I can probably get a little sun. Let me go over here right here. I'll probably get a little sun in me. The sun be so bright sometimes I can't even see my screen. Man, bright. How we doing? How we looking? Straight? Not Stevie with the dreads. Not Stevie with the locks. Come on, Stevie. Stevie, how do you do it? Why do you do it? Where do you do it? How do you do it? I already say how. When do you do it? Thank y'all. I appreciate all y'all kindness. I got hit on so much last night, bro. It was crazy. All these women up in my screen. I was riding past, man. Some woman stopped her car. Was like, she said, "Boy, you looking mighty fine tonight." I was like, I should be telling women that. I didn't know women can't call dudes like everybody. thanks, I guess. She was catcalling me like I was on Figueroa Street. I was almost like, you want to peek? I was like, nigga, why you saying it like that? I was like, bro, am I for sale? Like, dang. How much you charging? How much are you charging? I need some more water. Dang, I need some more water. How y'all doing though, man? Don't look at my beautiful face all day. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling like? I ain't take my nap today, man. I was trying to take my nap and I couldn't fall asleep, man. I wasn't feeling good. My stomach was kind of having fun. I think it's from that coffee, man. It's always that coffee. Ugh. My heart's a stereo. Well, I got 11 people and 6 likes. Now, I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I know 11 is more than 6. So, come on, man. Run it up. One time. Dang. You guys are, like, freaking obnoxious, man. Like I said, this stream's going to be based off of y'all. I'm not going to do too much talking. I'm still kind of worn out from last night, so I ain't going to force myself to talk right now. So, unless y'all come with a conversation, that's something y'all want to know, I ain't going to really say too much. So, I'm enjoying all this sun. Shoot. I'm going to let y'all enjoy looking at me until y'all say something. I ain't got nothing to say right now. It's going to be based off of the conversations y'all start. If it gets too dry within 30 minutes, I'm going to get up off here because I actually might want to take a nap. So. Try coffee with almond milk or oat milk. I ain't never had it with that. I don't think I ever even drunk almond milk, man. I don't like, who drinks almonds? Like, drinks milk and almonds? All the stuff the good Lord gave us, man. We got even goat. Like, who drinks goat milk, man? Drink milk from a cow. That's where it comes from. I don't even like almonds at all. I'm gonna drink milk from it. It's disgusting. A lot of things I won't eat, a lot of things I won't try. That's one of them. Oh man, hold on. This looking like, dang, I can't see this. Hold on. Can't even see, but my locks is all over my face. My heart's a stereo. Place for you, don't let it know. Oh, shoot. Dang, the cup. Perfectly good cup. Dang. Is it? I wouldn't know. I don't drink it. You know what's better for my tummy? Money. You know how that rhymes? Because it's funny. You know why it's funny? Because y'all can give me somey. Give me somey of your money. Come on, man. Talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Come on. Let's talk. Let's talk, dude. Look like a 2013 Chief Keef, man. Like, that was the look I was trying to go for back then, because I like locks, man. Like, locks make us look good, you feel me? I was trying to get locks back in like 07, 08, man. Here come Daddy. Nah, because you can't get those. Nah, because they're going to think that you a thug. Like, so? We're going to, like, bro, that's how her. How we supposed to stop what we doing? Like, he said, nah, because you trying to be like Lil Wayne. No, I wasn't. I was just wanting locks because I like how locks look. Like, bro, I used to make my little me characters. When we had the Wii, I'd make the me characters. I'd make every character on a little avatar I had. I would always make them with locks. And he would always say that. He said, stop making them with long hair. I said, this is our hair, man. This is ours. He said, quit giving them locks. I'm like, a hairstyle that's ours, you want me to stop? And I never did. I was like, I can stop giving my people locks. That's our hairstyle. And then that's when he found out about the Hebrew stuff, about the real people. And then he was like, the real people had locks. I'm like, I know they did. So this is why I like locks. This is why I got them. Let nobody tell me this hairstyle ain't cool. Man, please. That's why I grow my hair out, man. Because like I said, all I like growing up, we had to keep a shortcut. I'm like, man, please. Can't stand fades, man. Fades are tacky. Short hair is tacky. Right there. Hold on. Yeah, it's good for you, Denise. Don't you overwork yourself for these jobs. I told y'all, don't give y'all all for these jobs, man. The jobs you give is all for you. If they care. I'll take a day off. we need you to come in today. Like, yeah, wrong boy, wrong nigga, sorry. Sorry. They always ask a stupid question, do you want to know? That's why I'm not scheduled, because I don't want to. I'm like, are you asking or are you telling? Like, I need to know. Is this mandatory, a fireable offense? Because I'm like, if not, then no. And even still, no. As we get older, we should be drinking more water than caffeine. I do. That's why I'm drinking a lot more water now. I don't even like drinking coffee like that no more. I never been a Starbucks junkie like some of y'all. I ain't never did that, so I don't really care about that. I do hate feeling nauseous though, man. That's one of the worst feelings. Y'all gotta feel that every month as women, but that sucks. I was like, man, maybe women do have it hard. I said, maybe y'all do have it hard. But feeling nauseous is one of the worst things in the world, bro. I can tell why some of y'all don't shut up. Like, dang, bro, you gotta feel nauseous. I probably wouldn't shut up either. I was feeling kind of nauseous today. I was like, oh, I don't feel good. Whoa. Nah, Steve, remember, you gotta be a soldier. I was just talking last night, so you gotta be a soldier. I ran me at first. I took a cold shower like for a little bit, and then that didn't work. So I took like a hot bath. I soaked like the bath full of hot water, and then I took a warm shower. Bro, and then I took a shower before I even went to church. I took like 4 showers and baths today. As I said, Steve is fresh. I stay fresh. That's one thing about me. Steve don't never stink. I spray some cologne on me. I smell all good. I look good, girl. Look at this son. I was just feeling kind of funny today. I don't know what that was, man. But nausea, it's just, ugh, I hate that feeling. Yeah, jobs will work you over and replace you in the hobby same way. That's why I said, like, boy, you better be smart and get to the money like Uncle Stevie and figure out what God gave you. You're going to keep working that job if you don't. I was telling the dude today at church, he was saying that. And he was like, yeah, he said, I don't know what, he was like, I don't know what to really do with these jobs. He said, I've been looking for a job. I told him, I said, bro, just do what I said, are you good at stuff? He said, yeah. I said, bro, you got all type of stuff. He said, well, I don't know, man. He said, he was thinking about applying to regulars. I said, bro, you got a phone on the internet? He said, yeah. I said, there you go. You can make a job right there. I said, bro, watch YouTube. You would be surprised at the stuff that you would find out how to do, or the stuff that you know how to do. I said, what you good at? A lot of things up there. You go, it's perfect. I said, bro, start thinking about what you can do and what you can use. You know what I mean? I said, bro, I'm trying to tell you, if anything, like I said, y'all jobs might be pretty high paying. San Antonio's are not. Like San Antonio's job wages here, there's something worse. They suck, man. So like I said, I wouldn't put my faith in these jobs here. They trash. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you want to come here with a business and do better. You work in this city, you definitely gonna do that. I didn't know I was gonna do music on YouTube like it at the time, but I knew I was gonna do something. I said, when I saw these jobs, I said 13 an hour. They said now I'm giving 13. And I was like, bro, I was making 20. I took a major pay cut, man. Now people in Louisville getting paid like 22, maybe 26, man. I done took a major pay cut. I took almost half a pay cut. Like, come here. Like, bro, nah. And Texas wants you to work double as hard. Like, they don't play that. They want you to work double as hard, bro. I said, how about I work none and get the minimum amount of wages? How about I do that? And so I did the least amount of work for the minimum amount of wages. What fruits do you like? Green apples, grapes, pineapples, bananas. I don't really care about fruits, man. I don't care for strawberries. I definitely don't care for blueberries. I don't care for cherries. I don't care for none of that. The whole state of Texas is like that. That's why I said, especially because I think San Antonio is worse. It's something about San Antonio, because I guess the cost of living here is affordable. It's like more affordable. So the wages are not as high, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. It's like when they not paying you, you still got to pretty much treat it like it's expensive out here. So that's why most people will tell you they got 2 jobs, 3 jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about people out here like that. So that's why everybody here is starting their business. I live in an area where most people got their own business or their corporation going. That's why you'll see them. That's why, remember when I run around, I'll show y'all these Corvettes, I'll show y'all these Lambos, these Tesla trucks, they all pull up in like real nice stuff. These be the people that be trading. These be the people that be like starting their own business. Got a multi-million-dollar business. You see millionaires up here all the time, bro. All type of people got all type of money, man. You know what I'm saying? I need to sit down and have a conversation with one of them. I don't want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to them. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'll just talk to y'all because we all broke. Man, I talk to one of them, boy, I'm rich. I don't need y'all no more. I ain't never knew ye. Man, look at y'all. Man, I always want a handout. What's wrong with y'all, man? You always want something from me, man. Said, do you like caramel with, yes, I love caramel. I love caramel by itself. I'll eat caramel like straight out the can, bro. Like, I love me some caramel, man, with some green apple. That's definitely good. So. Why eat caramel with everything? Why eat caramel with steak? No matter what it is, man. Eat caramel with steak, man. Let me find out who's still here. I see Mbell, I see Texas. Who else was in here earlier? Ehi, and Nicole, whoever else in here. I don't know who's even here no more. I don't even, at this point, I don't even care, y'all. I don't care if a Phantom's in here. It don't even bother me no more. I have Danny Phantom watching me at this point. Like, he the only one that cares. We should go walking on the trail, though. I don't know. I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know how much energy I got today, so that's why I said I'm not going to be too loud. I'm going to reserve myself. I don't know what's going on. That's good, though. That is the best thing you said since your Musketeers. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing bad wrong with a Musketeer, though. That's what I'm going to start doing as one of my first street performers, like, start having street interviews with people. I'm gonna start asking them what y'all prefer, man. And if they say anything other than Musketeer, I'm walking away from them. So tell me, girl, you're looking good with your fabulous dress. What you think? Like, actually, I like a Snickers. Yeah, okay, bye. Okay, bye. Yeah. I'm gonna start doing street interviews. I'm gonna hold up to their forehead, like, and what's your thoughts on this? Like, well, I think the governor, like, speak into the mic, they can't hear you. Like, what's that, Mbell? She said, speak up. She can't hear you? Okay, yeah. Well, I said, start harassing people on the street. It makes for better content. And like I said, you know, I'm safe when I harass people because, like I said, people do get a temper tantrum. I can just get the blicky. Like, you better calm yourself, nigga. You better calm yourself before I calm yourself. It was just a joke, man. You better calm yourself, boy. Like, yeah, you gonna be on live TV, yeah. Check his channel out. Here my video. Check the channel out. Here. Try to get him to it with the one with the fireman hand. Like, just, yeah, here. Take the car, boy. So, yeah, you gotta be ready for a prank war. Like, yeah, but you ain't ready for what I got. Ugh, white chocolate Kit Kat. Boy, that sounds disgusting. Eating a Kit Kat is like the same as eating this cup, bro. It ain't no different. But yeah, like I said, these jobs I heard they are not worth it. I definitely think y'all should go do something else, man. Get y'all a better career or something. When you think about God wants you to have careers, man. He don't want you to be no slave. That's why the Bible talks about don't mess with fools that do a lot of interest, man. That's why, man. Like, 'cause you a slave to the lender, bro. That's what we pretty much are, man. You're slaves to the job. Slaves to what people are telling you you're worth for an hour, bro. You know what I mean? Have you ever noticed that? Like, you pretty much a slave, bro. People really think that little raise is gonna do something. Like, what? I told you can get a raise, especially in Texas, in San Antonio. You can get all the raises you want. You can earn all the money you want tax free. In a whole year, you ain't gotta pay the government. You ain't gotta pay no bills, and that still wouldn't be enough to do nothing. So I said, I don't know how people are working these jobs and got student loans and credit card debt and all type of payments and all. Like, there is no way you can pay your bills and everything with all this. It's crazy. Even if you can come out here and get 2-3 jobs, and that still wouldn't be enough. And even if you do make a decent amount of money, you would be working so much because they make you work these long, ridiculous hours. You wouldn't have time to enjoy the money that you get. That's why everybody that got money, like I said, they working all these jobs, and then they ain't got time for nothing but work and sleep and barely eat. They ain't got no social life. Their relationships fail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got time to do nothing. So that's really not the lifestyle, man. That's why I said, oh my God, I want to make me a nice amount of money, but I'm not killing myself to do that. I mean that. I say, boy, God forbid, I'll never kill myself over no money. I ain't doing that. I said, my back is more important to me than a job, so please. Show a slave to the IRS. That's crazy. They said the IRS get notified when you get over 10 grand in your bank account or something. It's like it immediately sends like a signal. These niggas are greedy, bro. Just greedy. I was like, you fat cats can't get more money, man. Like, dang, niggas. I don't want to talk about them niggas, man. I'm tired of seeing them. They just obnoxious. Can't let a nigga have nothing, man. So I said they tried to get Shakira over in Spain. They version of the IRS tried to get her for taxes. She invaded, and they all they do is just move out of the country. Like, well, you ain't taking nothing. What you mean? I owe you 100,000. I don't owe you jack, nigga. You ever seen that? They be like, every man, woman, and child. The U.S. is in so much debt. They say every man, woman, and child owe 20,000 or 50,000. No, you niggas owe 20,000 and 50,000. No, we don't owe you nothing. When did we take our money for weapons of nuclear mass destruction? We didn't go out here and get debt. Like, bro, y'all went out here and got in debt. You gonna put that on the American people and say we owe y'all? Nigga, owe you nothing. That's why I said, what happened if we all don't pay our taxes? You gonna lock us all up? Like, bro, you can't do that. That's why now people are starting to say that. They starting to threaten the IRS and the government with that. They said, since y'all won't release these Epstein files and y'all won't do your job, we're not paying our taxes. Oh, I bet you all heaven and earth will move when they don't get their tax money. Heaven and earth will move. That's one thing they serious about. They'll do whatever the American people want when they ain't getting their money no more. So they've been trying to get a lot of people on their side, like, hey, y'all don't pay taxes with me. That's how you gotta be, man. Like I said, they go ahead and get us out here in debt. Talking about the U.S. is in like quadrillion something dollars. Nigga, do you know how much a quadrillion is? That's a whole couple of millions. Like, that's more than a couple of million times a couple of illions. Like, dang. They said every man, woman, and child owe. Like, how did I owe something? Nigga, can barely even get a loan for a house, bro. How do I owe something? This ain't even my stuff. I didn't ask y'all to buy no tanks, man. Like, bro, y'all bought tanks. Like, bro, what's up, Rain? How you doing, girl? Talking about the U.S. is in debt. How? Like, yeah, y'all in debt. These Negroes are so petty. They said, bro, the IRS is so petty. They told drug dealers. They put out a statement. This is how petty they are. They are so petty. They put out a statement where they said drug dealers better report their income. This is a setup. It's a setup both ways. It's a setup for them to get their money, and it's a setup for them to take you down and take you off the street. They said drug dealers better report their income if they making over, like, I think it was $600. What nigga you know on the street go like, hey, bro, I gotta report this crack income? Like, bro, that doesn't make no sense, bro. Like, bro, I gotta report this crack cheddar. Yeah, I gotta let them know how much money I made. Like, who's gonna go to the IRS and be like, yeah, man, I made deductibles $3,000 off of crack, minus the one. Like, ain't nobody doing that. If I sold crack, which I don't, but if I did, you think I'm gonna go alert them like, yeah, man, I sold me some rocks, man. I got about $5 grand from it. I ain't telling you nothing. Like, bro, I ain't telling you nothing. Like, drug dealers are quivering in their boots. They quiver in their boots every time they step out the house, bro, because they could be somebody kill them or they can go to jail. Like, they don't care about paying the government no money, man. They don't abide by the law, stupid. Why they gotta pay y'all? Like, they don't even let them get theirs, bro. That's crazy. They don't even get to get a say in it. I said everybody got alert. Like, boy, ain't nobody reporting. They're like, boy, y'all better go on somewhere. That's why I said. That's why I told you. Now people, they pissing them off because they want to get on everybody's nerves. Now people paying their payments in pennies. They payment might be 5,000. They go 5,000 pennies. I don't know where they get them from, but you get them. And the IRS be mad because they got to count it. The government be mad because they have to count it. It's a form of currency. You have to count it. And I said, I hope you there for the next 2.5 years counting them pennies. Yep, counting them. That's all my money there. I don't want to hear y'all no more. Y'all, all my money right there. That's why I said, y'all going to get the world's stinkiest dollar, boy. I'm going to keep that dollar in my drawers for 2 weeks. Like, every time I get on purge, I'm going to put that dollar in my drawers. Open that packet. It's going to smell like must. Yep. There you go. There's your musty money. There you go. You said a form of currency. You didn't say how to come clean money. You didn't say that. That ain't crazy. Yeah, they can't prove nothing. Ain't nobody reporting it. Like, what believe? First they tried to say if you made over, I think it was over 600 on like these apps. Now if you make over 200 a year, they talking about you got, well, like, a nigga can't even get 200. Like, bruh, you can't even get 200, bro. That's crazy. Because they know they in debt. They done spent all their money on nuclear warheads and stuff that we never needed. You know what I'm saying? It costs a lot to fund the army to go over here and rape everybody and kill them. Like, yeah, I bet you would be in debt now. I bet you would be. Y'all paying for people's demise and telling us we got to pay y'all. Like, why don't y'all go on y'all checks and take y'all large sums of stuff? Like, why don't y'all go do it? Notice they don't want to do that, y'all. They don't want to do that. They don't want to take no pay cuts. They giving themselves bonuses. American people out here struggling. These idiots is giving themselves bonuses, man, to go on yachts and go across overseas, man, to do not jack. I tell you what, go take some of Trump money, give him a pay cut. Buddy ain't doing nothing with it. Go take his pay cut. Go take Jeff Bezos' pay cut. Why you taking ours? You know? Y'all try to come over and mess with us, man. People are struggling. That's why I said the war is really on the middle class, dude. It really is. It ain't on the rich. It's on the middle class. And that's why people are hacking they servers. People are hacking their companies and taking millions and giving it to people. Yeah. And some of these people be anonymous. Like, you can't track them. They be really good at it. Like I said, I would never do it because I ain't got time for it. I'm just like, that's too much work. But I said, but some people, they really that petty, man. You know the people that be hacking them be white, right? They be white people with no computers. They either be Indian, Chinese, or white. Like, ain't no nigga got no sense to hacking. Negroes can't even log into their Google account. They don't know how to do that stuff. We might steal, but we ain't never stole. Like I said, Negroes steal by the hundreds or maybe the thousands. Like, man, white people steal about the millions and the billions. Bernie Madoff done made off with everybody money. Man, y'all remember that back in 2008? Bernie Madoff done made off with everybody money. Y'all got the nerve talking about we rob people. We ain't never robbed y'all for $15.4 billion. They pulling numbers out like, it's like, bro, this is a whole country currency. One man stole this. I'm like, bro, this is a whole country net worth. Most niggas ain't never seen over 20K land on the table. Where are we gonna get 15 billion? I'm talking about, I'd be surprised when white people steal like that, and then they can be surprised when they got caught. Like, bro, you don't think questions are gonna be raised like there's 15 billion missing? Obviously, somebody gonna be like, well, 15 billion didn't just get him and walk away by itself. Obviously. You don't think somebody's gonna notice that? They be embezzling funds from the company. I said, you do know the company keeps a tab on everything they make, right? You don't think they gonna look like I'm missing 100K? Like, obviously they're gonna look. If you was maybe $10 or $20, you taking big numbers. Like, I would say that's a big deal. People gonna ask, like, where that money go at? Like, they don't understand. They also got to do, like, they taxes too. They got to do a lot of, they like trying to figure out where the money went in for the year. And then when they realize, like, hey, we missing about 50K, man. Like, hold on, who was over this? And they gonna look at the people that was over it, who had the passcodes, and they go to you. Trying to tax the American people. I said, man, please. That's what we need, the real patriots, man. I said, before they come out here with these old stupid Trump flags and stuff, like, fly that flag when it comes to standing for the American people, boy. I'll be on your side if y'all go, like I said, if black and white stand together, if racists and Black Panthers stand together at least one time, they scared of that. They ain't gonna keep us divided no more, but we start arguing about white girls with black dudes and black dudes with white girls and stuff, like, we actually start finding a real solid solution. I said, see, they don't want that. That's why they keep us fighting, man, keeping us divided, man, because like I said, they know, like, the American people united is very powerful people. They don't want to go, bro, you gotta understand, the government did not want to go to war with the American people. There's more guns in this country than people. Like, bro, I'm telling you, they don't want to go, they definitely don't want to go to war with Texas. Texas is that one state, if all the other states branch off and do their thing, Texas is gonna be its own country, bro. We literally pretty much like our own country over here. If they ever do get rid of the guns, Texas, I promise you, it's going to be the last state. It's going to be the last state. If ever it gets like that. They not going for that. They are not going for that, bro. That's one thing I will tell them. I said some of them might be a little radical, but some of it's good that they radical because they keeping a lot of this stuff from happening. So they like, we ain't giving up nothing. That was even a conservative. A conservative was out there with the Black Panther Party. Because again, he was doing a YouTube video. He said, well, even though I'm conservative, he said, I still believe that they have a right to protest. Like, everybody got a right to say what they said. So he was interviewing a couple of Black Panthers out there with their guns. He was like, well, why are you out here? He was like, well, I want to know. Like, he said, this is what it's all about. This is what the Constitution was about. You know what I'm saying? So he was with us, standing with our rights. He's like, yeah, they got a right to do. He said, this is what the American people has a right to do. Whatever side you're on, you know what I mean? See, they don't want that. They don't want that. They want to keep us fighting conservative and liberal and Trump and Kamala and all this stupid stuff. But when you can learn to say, like, okay, I'm for Trump or I'm for Kamala, but you know what? It's good to meet you. Shake hands. Oh, they don't want that stuff. They don't want that. Because then that means we're going to have mutual agreements on stuff that doesn't make sense. Conservative or liberal, everybody can agree that the Epstein files is a really big disaster. So instead of them, they don't want us all to unify about that. They want us to unify about, oh, they wearing a MAGA hat. It's like, well, they might be wearing a MAGA hat, but they also are like, hey, man, this is kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Like, there can be agree to disagree on a lot of stuff, but there can also be a lot of agreement on the same thing. Most people are in agreement that a lot of this stuff is just perverted, man. There's a lot of stuff is just wrong, you know what I mean? So that's why they keep us all split up, man, divided, you know? That's why they don't want black and brown to be united, man. Why you think they want us to, they try to get us to fight Mexicans, man. I ain't fighting no Mexicans, that was my cousin them. Bro, Mexican them is my cousin them, man. Salvadorians, man, Hondurans, Cubans, Guatemalans, man. Like, I hung with all these people, man. They my cousin them. Like, I ain't got no problem with them fools, man. They cool with me. You feel me? I ain't never had an issue with no Cuban or no Puerto Rican, man. They cool with me. That's why I said a lot of them know, like I said, when it was time for them to stand with us, a lot of them stood with me. And I said, now when they going through it, I stand with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, that's my cousin there from a different mother, man. Like, what you talking about? They cool. That's why they don't want us to unite. That's why they was trying to keep us in gang wars. You know what I'm saying? And then most of them, especially over in LA, they was fighting. And they was like, they stopped fighting because they started looking like, hey, man, I went to school with homie, man. Like, I grew up with homie. We both from the same hood. You know what I mean? That's why there's a truce that go on. They don't want that type of truce, man. They want us to stay fighting, bro. Like, shoot, I'm trying to go to South America too myself. Shoot, that's why I said we need that unity, man. I heard something from, I don't know if y'all know Fredo Bang, the rapper, but that's one of the rappers that feud with NBA Youngboy over in Louisiana. And Fredo Bang had said something on the podcast. He was like, they want you to think that we always trying to fight. He said, bro, I literally did something. He said his label is TBG, NBA Youngboy label is NBA or BBG or whatever. It's both like the same. He said that was a big war, big feud going on between them. He said, bro, I was trying to squash all that. He said, look, I don't like dude, we don't like each other. He said, but we trying to do something for the community. He said, bro, we was literally about to have an event. That's what they don't tell y'all. He said, we was literally about to have an event where we was gonna squash the beef and do something for the community. He said the police intervened and stopped us from doing that. He said they did not want us to have a truce. Why would he say that? I think he was on Adam 22. He was like, for real? He said, yeah, bro. He said, they told us we can't do it. He said, we literally had everything set up, was trying to do it. He said, y'all can't do that. But when they out there, bop, 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 see, that's when they don't care. But they trying to bring unity and peace to the community. He said they stopped them from having unity. Now, why would they do that? That's why I was like, nah, a lot of stuff in Negroes, but some of this stuff is like, no, they do stuff in the middle to stop it, man. They know a lot of people are trying to have gang truce, man. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them be undercover trying to dress up as one of them. You might have an undercover cop go dress up as a Crip and go do something crazy and get the Bloods mad, and then the Bloods go spin the block on you. That's how the whole gang war stuff. Why you think the gang wars don't last for more than 3 years? Or the gang truce? They can't have too much peace and unity, man. They go get somebody to do something real stupid, like go get a sellout. Like a sellout they got to go get in the Black Panther Party to go kill Fred Hampton. It's always one of them. They go get some Negro undercover to go do something stupid because, again, they don't want there to be a real unity and peace and truth and all that, man. They can't leave us alone for nothing, man. And I said, well, before the Crips and Bloods was out there fighting each other, man, we was patrolling our communities from you niggas. Y'all was the one coming over trying to lynch us, and that's when the Crips and stuff formed, man. Before the Black Peace Stone Nation was the way that it was, man, Jeff Fort was using that community to build his work, but he's always got nothing to do. But they used that to police their people, just like the Vice Lords did, just like the Gangster Disciples did, just like the Bloods did, like all of them did, man. They all formed from some type of protection, bro. They were the Black Panther Party after the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying? I think the Black Peace Stone Party was way more powerful than the Black Panther. Like, bro, everybody knew you don't mess with the Peace Stones. Everybody knew that. He said during that time with the MLK riots and stuff, he said people was tearing stuff up. He said we would put cards, like put stickers in the window of businesses that they was extorting or people that paid it for protection, property of Black Peace Stone. He said not one person rioted over there, not one person broke glass, because he said they knew if they mess up his property, we gonna come get them. They put the real fear of God in people, bro. They were serious. You know what I'm saying? But they did it to police their community at first. I said, and then they always go get something crazy and they go do something silly. Then they take that in their leadership, and like I said, now you ain't got no structure no more. You ain't got no unity. You got a bunch of young dudes that want to blow each other's heads off, man, for no reason. They're not even fighting over drugs no more. They ain't even fighting over money. They just want, it's all straight murder. They just want to see how many bodies they can rack up, man. Like, they don't care about that. I seen they did a street interview in Houston, man. Dude was talking about, he said it used to be about flashing money and about territory. He said it ain't about that. He said, bro, we flex over who got the most bodies. He said, we like the fact over, like, you got 8 bodies, I got 10 bodies, you know what I'm saying? He said, we don't care about girls no more. We don't care about money. He said, we just care about killing people. He said that, bro. I said before it was like that, they was doing this as a real police presence, man. I said, you need to get back to that. I don't necessarily have a problem with the Crip Blood and them. I don't got a problem with the Black Peace Stone Vice Lord. That's why I said represent where you from, man. Throw your setup, but do something for the people. Do something for the community. Like, that's what you really should be doing. You hurting the community, you should be doing something for the community. Hold on, what's up? Hey, what's up, girl? One of my favorite light-skinned people of all time. What's up with you? But yeah, man, it be like that. So that's why I said, I'm like, yeah. I said, y'all know we got a lot of gangs now. I said, but let's not forget the gangs were started because we had to ward ourselves away from you white niggas. Let's not forget the most infamous gang of all called the U.S. government and the Klan and the U.S. Marshals. The U.S. Marshals is the oldest police force we got in this nation. It was started by George Washington. It's still going on to this day. The Marshals was in charge of catching runaway slaves, dude. They are the oldest branch of law enforcement we got in this country. That was the whole reason they was made in the first place, was to catch runaway slaves. So let's not forget about the oldest gang of all time. No, we ain't gonna pretend like we look at some GD there. Like, nah, man, nah. Let's nah. We know who the real terrorist is. Always count on you for a good one. I'm so happy you can. Shoot, you like my dreads? Everybody say you like my dreads. Y'all like my dreads? You like my arms? You like my muscles? Do you like me? Like, look like a mixture of 2013 Chief Keef and King Von, boy. Call me King Keef. King Keef. Hold on. But yeah, man, that's why I said, like, that's why I told you, I said, bro, I run into a lot of gang members, man. I ran into a lot of cribs, man. I had some homies that's crib, you know what I'm saying? I knew some homies that was blood in them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen some dudes that was GD, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no BDs, but I don't necessarily have a problem. I'm just like, bro, do something for your people, man. I do think we do have to have some type of organization. It don't necessarily have to be gangs, but like I said, the gangs was supposed to be formed to protect us. When that black woman over in, I think it was California, she was getting harassed by because you know, they police corruption is big over there. And she was getting harassed by the PD over there, and a whole bunch of Crips came outside. I can't remember what block of Crips they was, but all these Crips came outside and was patrolling her house, and they was intimidating police, like, you better not come over here. You better not mess with this black woman no more. They ain't show up and do it no more. I said, see, that's what they were supposed to be doing in the first place. You should have been doing that in the first place. So, like I said, this is what we need to get back to, man. They just need somebody to kind of talk to them, you know what I mean? So, what's up, y'all? Y'all doing? Bro?
How you doing?
Pretty good. But I said, they just need somebody to kind of get back to them, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, I'm like, boy, if Daddy was still alive, boy, Daddy was like the only man that could talk to them, man. They said the only man that can probably reach them is either Pastor Darby or Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Those are like the only dudes that black people would listen to, you know what I'm saying? They got some real leadership, some real structure, you know what I'm saying? That's why Daddy was reaching a lot of people, man. They was in the streets banging, man, you know what I'm saying? But he was reaching them because, again, he understands the way. Wasn't nobody a bigger gangster than him, he knew, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I can't really reach them because I'm not a gangbanger. I talk to them, they cool with me, but I said, but I can't reach them where they at because I ain't never banged before, you know what I'm saying? I ran with them, but I never banged with them, you know? Yeah. Saying you look like Chief Keef is insulting. How? What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm ugly? But he sure did. That's why I said, like, Dave was the person that could tell you about you, man. That's why he was reaching so many people, man. Like, y'all seen last night, somebody ran into me last night and said they watched Darby. Again, I didn't even know people in San Antonio even knew us like that, bro. I was like, man, I'm trying to disappear. He actually came on one time. He said, yeah, bro, I do prison ministry, you know what I'm saying? You cool dude, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, man, me and my wife was just watching him today. His wife was like, yeah, we was watching him today, man. Like, we watch him all the time since 2015, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, man, he's inspiring, man. That's why I said, like, that's good. Because, again, like, he's a real man, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was inspiring, you know? But like I said, people listen to him. I said, man, like, oh. So, yeah, like I said, we got to get the young ones back on track, man. That's why I said it ain't necessarily a problem with the YNs. They just got to have they soldierhood directed at the right people. You know what I'm saying? Like, look here, little YN, don't come at us. Come at them. Like, don't, like, hey, man. I said, brother, we ain't against you having the switches and 100-round drums. Just when you see the enemy up there, that's when you use them. Like, don't come over here with us. Using them on the opposition, like, bro, let's have a truce, man. Let's have a neighborhood truce one time, man. Like, we ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? He said he is. Y'all lame. Yeah, man. That's why I said, I'm like, imagine if we, bro, they said some YNs, bro, that was back in the protest, man. They said these niggas went and stole a tank. I saw the video. That show you how powerful black folk is. Like, we little God people, bro. We can steal a tank. We can steal a tank. They was in the hood, stole a tank. I said, how do you steal a tank from the U.S. Not Marshals, but the not Coast Guard, but the National Guard? They came in the hood with like an armored tank. I said, bro, how do you steal one of those? They on the tank riding around like it's on 40-inch rims, bro. They overtaking video and stuff. I said, man, you can't beat us, dude. Y'all try it. You can't do this, man. That's why I remember Daddy was preaching that back in 2016. He said when Trump's about to get elected, and you already had a bunch of radical whites. They never talk about these radical whites that was mad, talking about, yeah, if Trump lose, we're gonna go to the hood and kill black people. And so Daddy, look, he said, like they don't know where we at no more. I said, please come to the hood, please. I got a 100-round mag for all y'all niggas. That's enough to take out everybody in the crowd. Like, come, please come. I would love to show you what we do to people like you now. That's why I said they try to hold a protest like that over in Louisville, over downtown, right across the street from the police department. Now, you keep yourself safe. Mama preached on it. I was there for it. I was like, they did it like at 7 in the morning while all the niggas asleep. You know, Negro sleep. All they had to do, bro, I'm not lying, bro. All they had to do was go up 2 streets. The West End, which is the worst part in the city, the hood was right there. If you want to really make a statement, go down on there on Broadway. Remember I told you I don't pass Broadway, go past Broadway. You can have all the niggas you can see. Yeah, because they knew what was going to happen when they come out there. Everybody with some shiesties going to come out and say, you don't want that. They knew they wasn't going to go too far. And when they got done, they got on the back of their Penske truck, a U-Haul van, or hair ran off. Like, yeah, because you know what was going to happen. Mighty funny, y'all coward by day, brave by night. Like, yeah, you sure is, ain't you? You love the enemy, and when the enemy is sleeping, you love to flex and boast until he's awake. They tripping. That's why I said white people know what it is. They try to make you forget. Like, boy, I told y'all they did not give us civil rights, boy, because they had a change of heart because God blessed them. Like, no, they had a change of heart because they realized they was gonna get killed if they didn't. Everybody got tired of MLK, boy. They're like, well, we tired of so weak stuff. Like, nah, man, we gonna shoot y'all. You harassing our daughters, man. You harassing our sons, dog. You harassing our elderly. Like, what we gonna sit there and get beat for and talk about just turn the other cheek? Nah, man. Get beat for decades and they ain't worked at all. I said, no, it started working when we started buying firearms and we started killing them. See, that's what they don't tell you. Before the rappers got hit with the RICOs, the Klan was getting hit with the RICOs. And everybody got charged, so everybody got scared of getting shot, getting charged, so that's when they disbanded. And they said they are going to kill us all if we don't give them their rights, and that's when they left us alone. I saw something recently back, man. Like I said, they getting bold now, I told you. 2 little white boys try to show up to some black event. See, they the ones that try to get bold, like you ain't gonna do nothing. They try to show up to some black event with some hoods on. They killed them boys. They killed them right there. Like, you really thought you was gonna get away with that, boy. You thought it was sweet out here. You gonna show up and try to intimidate us, and they had to go scrape their bodies up. I said, see, this is why you shouldn't do stuff like this, boy. You are messing with people that are fed up. Like, bro, people ain't playing with y'all. I'm like, see, y'all don't know niggas. You say, you think you know, you don't know niggas. That's why I said, listen, niggas is crazy. That's why I said, you go ahead and try that war if you want to. Go ahead and try it. You ain't gonna last, boy. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't gonna last like you think. And I said, instead of them smoking on their ops in the pack, now they smoking on them little boys in the pack. That's pretty much, they had a death warrant. That's pretty much what they was doing. Like, you signed your death warrant, boy. Why would you do that? Try to tell you, man, like, again, I know how we are with each other, and when it comes to other ethnicities, we do kind of be a little soft, but there's some people that they are not soft, man. That's why I thought the whole Latino and black war, when they was fighting each other in LA and stuff, I thought they was kind of sweet, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we know how we are towards each other, but when it comes to other ethnicities, we do kind of give them a pass, and we ain't really on them like that, you feel me? They was talking about, man, that was a war with I think it was at the East Side 13 or something, that's the Mexican one, and then I think it was the East Coast Crips. Yeah, I think it was the East Coast Crips. And they said allegedly the war had started because the Crips had robbed them up with a drug trade or something. Or they said allegedly, again, it's all alleged. They said the Mexicans was the one that dressed up as black people so they could start a war, which I don't know how true it is. I wasn't there. But they said that kicked off the biggest war. Again, the shot caller for the gang, the Mexican gang, he was the one that told them, like, he put a green light out on the Crips. Which a green light is pretty much like kill them on sight. Like, when you see him start a war, kill him. I don't think they was really prepared for the war they was about to start. Again, bro, I heard the numbers. They said I think they said in 1 year, 42 people died. Bro, they said 9 was black, 33 was Mexican. I said, yo, what? I said, yo, cause it's not funny, but I was like, Dang, bro. I thought, cause I thought the Crips kind of sweet. When it comes to like, they don't really want no smoke, cause they want smoke with the other black enemies. You know what I'm saying? I thought when it comes to somebody else, they don't care. I said, boy, they spun the block. I said, them niggas got to work. I said, bro, how do you drop 33 people? That's crazy. I said, man, I thought they was only like that when it came to Bloods or something like they like that with everybody. They don't care, man. That's why I said, like, bro, and that's why I said Mexicans are tough too. You know what I'm saying? We all stand, bro. We united. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of them over in LA is starting to have a truce. You know what I'm saying? That's why Texas blacks and Texas Mexicans, boy, we rock together, man. That's why I tell you, we rock together. We got a rapper from San Antonio. His name is R&B Fo Mob or whatever. And he got a deep voice. He sound like Big S the Plug, but he Mexican. You know what I'm saying? And so he said in his song, he got this deep voice. Like, yeah, I'm from Texas where Mexican blacks stick together. I said, hey, that's what's up, bro. I said, we stick together. I done ran into so many Mexicans here, boy. You could have swore they was black, man. Like, they be cool as all outdoors, man. Like, they be chill. Y'all ever seen a Mexican with grills? That'd be cool, man. That's why I said I don't really know how they do stuff on the West Coast, but over here, man, they be cool. They be straight cool. That's why I said, like, boy, we stick together, boy. That's the deadly alliance, boy. They don't want that. And we always stick together because we always got one common enemy, man. It ain't each other. It's y'all. It's them, bro. Like, people just don't know, man. Like, bro, there's a reason why we fight like how we fight, man. There's a reason why we unify like how we unify, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for a reason. It's not just for fun, not just because we just don't like a certain people. It's because we have to fight against a certain people, man. That's literally why. Like that's how I go. So, hold on. That's why I say, boy, y'all better learn how to love your Mexican allies, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, shoot. That's why I said I ain't got no problem with a Uruguayan, man. I ain't got a problem with a Yugoslavian. Ain't nobody ever gave me an issue, bro. Ain't nobody gave me no issue. That's why I said I love my people, but you be trying to wake them up like, bro, y'all got to stop this old want to be solo dolo. You hate everybody and everybody else ain't cool. Like, stop doing that stuff, man. You're going to need a lot of allies, dog. You're going to need a lot of allies, dude. That's why I said the whole BLM movement would have got nowhere, boy, if we didn't have a lot of allies on our side, man. A lot of the reasons why that stuff did get somewhere, because when you get radical white people that's on your side, you ain't moving them. I ain't gonna lie, boy, I just got shot. I got out the hospital like the day after, and I still went out there again, and I was still smart. I was in so much pain, I still went out there. And I stood right there behind everybody with the crowds, with the National Guard and the SWAT police and stuff. And they had their shields up, and they was telling people, get spared, or we going to pepper spray y'all. We going to start launching tear gas. Them white people did not move. Now, me, I said, bro, I just got shot. I said, that's probably not the best idea to be in the center. So I said, I was on the back. I said, yeah. I said, Black Lives Matter. I was like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I went behind the pillar. I said, yeah, man. They was shooting the white medics out there with rubber bullets. I said, oh, man, the white people don't get a pass. What do you think going to do my black behind? Like, boy, you better get out of here when you get shot again. They said, last warning, we're going to start tear gas, and if you don't back away, and white people, no, you won't do it. We're not going to take it. I was like, but they did not move. You are not moving. One thing I do like about white people, you are not moving them. You are not changing their mind, bro. I love that, bro. I love how radical they are. I said, thank God, because we need those type on our side. I told you, they literally formed chains around black people, so they made sure that they didn't get shot, because they was purposely trying to shoot black people out there with that stuff. And they literally was forming a human shield around us to make sure. I said, that's dedication. I said, yo, I don't care what you say. That's sacrifice right there. I won't take no rubber bullet for nobody. But I said, bro, like, they was willing to do it. They did not care, bro. Bro, one girl got her face split in half, dog. Like, her face, she got green ooze coming out her face, dog. She got shot in the face with a rubber bullet. Do you know how much damage that would do to you? You know how much force that is? Bro, her whole face was, like, messed up, dog. They didn't even care. They was just shooting people everywhere. The same night I got shot, Joe got shot with some rubber bullets. He said he got hit in the back, I think the arm or something, you know what I'm saying? That's when he had called me. I was in the hospital right before I went in surgery. He said, yeah, they hit me too. I said, nah, bro, I think I got hit with something real. I said, Joe, I got hit with a real bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe went out there on his own turn. He wouldn't even know. I didn't know he even went out there, you know what I'm saying? He went out there, like, separately from me and Wop. Like, me and Wop went out there kind of together. But that stuff hurt, man. That's why I said your arm starts swelling up like it does. It's like a real bad pinch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said, that stuff real, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said, that's real dedication, boy. 'Cause I tell you, I said, they was serious, man. They said, y'all not gonna harm these black people over here. So we do need a lot of those type of people over there, man, on your side, bro. You do. Because if it was all us like that out there, I said, dude, they would have easily dog whooped us. That would have been an exact copy of the 1950s. That would have been an exact copy of the 1950s, good. Like, come on. But even in the 1950s, you had white people that was still marching with us. You had a lot of people that was real. And they was getting beaten and whooped. They took a picture, I think in like the 1960s. It was this dude, it was a white man and it was a black man. And they was like best friends. And they had just got beat from a rally they just came from. And I think they was in a restaurant just trying to chill and stuff. They was soaked in blood and everything. They got beat together. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people really serious with you, man. You got hit with a bullet. Yeah, I got shot with a 45. A 45 Glock. I believe it was Glock 45. It's funny because that's the one I carry. That's the one I have. Like, boy, I got shot with the own gun. Like, dude, I carry. But yeah, I saw something the other day, boy, a story. They never tell you the story in history. They never tell you this. Like, they told you about Nat Turner, but they didn't tell you about this other guy. This other guy, I think it was a little more radical. This is a white dude. This is about the same time as Nat Turner. He saw a lot of racism growing up. You know what I'm saying? I think he was like a delivery boy or something, like back in the 1800s. And he saw how this master treated his slaves so bad. And he said, I think he was from the South, they be for real or whatever. So he was taught that slavery is terrible. Like, slavery is not for God, it's not of God. Which he was right, it's not of God, it was terrible, it was bad. So it was like something inside of him snapped. He couldn't stand away seeing black people get treated like that. Something in this man snapped. Like, he started a whole revolt. I forgot his name, man. I think it was John something, I can't remember his name. But he started a whole revolt. It was a white man. Whole revolt. And I'm talking about they was trying that stuff over in his town. I'm talking about this man was obliterating foods. Like, bro, he was obliterating foods, dude. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard this white man in history. I had never heard him, dude. I'm talking about when this man spun the block, bro, he spun the block. Like, bro, he wiped cats out, bro. And they was trying to kill him. Everybody heard about it, trying to kill him. I think Robert E. Lee himself was like, bro, I want that man dead. And they couldn't catch him, bro. And so one day they made like I think the lawmakers or somebody did something to where they was like doing something like more bad stuff to black folk. He went to this man's house. He pulled up to this man's house with his sons. Told him come outside. He said, boy, step outside. Man, this man killed everybody. I was like, yo. Man, he's talking about he led the revolt. And then he actually had an encounter with, what's his name? It was Frederick Douglass. He was about to do a takeover of the, it was like a federal building or something, because he was going to take their weapons and stuff and start like a mass revolt or something. And so he was telling Frederick Douglass to come in. So Frederick Douglass was like, nah, man, I don't think it's a good idea. But one of the slaves that was with Frederick Douglass, because him and Frederick Douglass was good friends, but one of the slaves that was with him was like, nah, I'll go with you. He said, I'll serve in your cause, you know what I'm saying? And they went, and they were successful at first, but then they ended up getting barricaded or something. And so they actually captured him. And so he got tried. I think he got shot up, but he still lived. He got tried at trial for like treason and, all stupid stuff. That man went out like a G, dog. He did not care. He said, man, I think he said something cold about like how God looks down on this nation. I said, I was something cold, bro. He got hung and everything. I think his last word was like, man, I don't care. Like, that man was G, bro. He got me G to the end. I said, yo, why have they never talked about this white dude? But they never talked about this man. That was the first time I ever heard about that. I said they purposely didn't tell us about this story. Why didn't you tell us about the story? Like, I said, they don't tell you about, we do have a lot of freedom fighters that was real. I said, hey, man, that man is G, boy. Man, fought for more blacks than most Negroes. Like, they can't even fight for their own people one time. Like, dang, bro. That's stuff crazy. It's in my notes. That's why I told you. I said, yeah, you can keep saying whatever you want to. Don't tell me that a lot of white people don't stand with us. Don't tell me a lot of ethnicities don't stand with us. Some people really will. They are really willing to die for you. A lot of people died out there at that BLM stuff, man. And some of them was white. That's why I said they weren't just black people. Some of them was white. They got shot or they died too. Like, bro, they wasn't just us. Some of them really put their life on the line to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? As I said, man, people die for what they believe. Hopefully it never come to that, but I said, God forbid, but sometimes people are willing to do that, bro. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Why you think the Civil War was the bloodiest American war we ever had, bro? We had a lot of American wars, but that was the bloodiest war. There was a lot of people on both sides fighting for what they believe. So when the Bible said brother shall turn against brother, father turn against son, like that's what it was, bro. One side you got the father fighting for the Confederates, and the other side you had the son was fighting for the slaves. A lot of bloody wars, boy. A lot of bloodshed over. That was the bloodiest war, and they didn't even have automatic weapons back then. So I'm like, bro, you see how much damage they was doing. Like that must have been a very serious war. All the weapons that the U.S. got now, they talking about that's the bloodiest war. Like, bro, they had like basic muskets back then. I'm like, so they was really, like, they was like, bro, they was reloading quick, bro. They was reloading quick trying to kill you, feel me? Oh, shit. Yeah, I think it was named John Brown. I knew his name was John something, man. Like, yeah, man, that was crazy. I ain't never heard a story like that. I was like, dang, bro, buddy was snapped. He snapped, bro. That man was like, I'm killing all y'all. I said, bro, I like your file, brother. I said, they purposely kept you at the textbook. That's why I said, we ain't forgot, though. That's why I said, I'm going to keep your name alive, brother. I'm going to keep your name alive. That's crazy. What in the world? What the hell? So, no, that's why I said, like, bro, sometimes you have to really be, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, bro, when you fight for a just cause, you're going to have a lot of people fight for you, you know what I'm saying? Just like when the Israelites left out of Egypt, do you think a lot of them Egyptians didn't go with them? I would have went with them. You just saw Pharaoh and all y'all guys get taken down, and you seeing God's people walk out robbing y'all. If y'all go, they ran y'all pockets. You don't think I'm gonna go with them? Like, bro, I'm like, hey man, Pharaoh dumb. I'm going with y'all. A lot of Egyptians went with them too, and whoever ethnicities that was there too. I'm sure it wasn't just Israelites. It was a lot of ethnicities there. They probably was like, I'm packing up and moving with y'all. Well, I said a lot of people be for you, man. They really do be for you. You just gotta understand who your allies are. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I told y'all my Turkish friend said that. She said all over the world they're looking at how Americans are treating black people. She said your whole country, the world's watching y'all. They don't take y'all serious because of how they treat y'all. She said that. Which should tell you something. If the whole world is watching, that means we must be a certain type of people, right? So that's why I said, I'm like, you know, and that's why I told you, I said every country, now don't get me wrong, we do have laws and governments and stuff. Every country has to have a set of laws. Every country has their version of ICE and stuff like that. You know, everybody has to have immigration and homeland security. Those organizations are not bad. But the way that they abuse their power is. So when you're using, again, you do have to have immigration customs, but the way that they're using it is not good. So when you abuse your power, we don't have to respect your authority. We don't have to respect it. So that's why people don't respect ICE. They don't respect niggas like that because, again, y'all misusing y'all authority. Remember they kept saying, y'all black people don't listen to cops. I'm like, we don't respect them because they're abusing their authority, dude. Like, some people really are abusing like they right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so when you do that, people don't have to listen to you. That's why I told y'all, I said, boy, back in Louisville, they was trying that. In Philadelphia, too, they was trying that. They kept messing with these protesters, man. The cops out there abusing their power, and guess what people did? Start running them over. Like, people started running them over out there. They said that one protest in Philadelphia, they said 45 cops got injured. I'm like, how does 45, bro? These niggas are wilding. Yo, they said 45 cops, I think, in one day. I said, yo, what did they do? They hitting people with cars and they beating them up and stuff. I said, see, that's the real way you're supposed to revolt. I don't think people, again, it shouldn't get to that, but there's a reason why it gets to that, bro. There's a reason why it does. That's why I said everybody has to have their immigration policies and stuff like that. But I said, but y'all not doing it because y'all want to enforce the law. You're doing it because you hated certain people. Boy, even Tupac said, boy, California wouldn't be none without Mexicans, man. Like, why we gonna get rid of Mexicans? We love them, bro. Mexicans is cool people, man. Y'all try to get rid of, y'all got rid of the Native Americans, and you're getting rid of us. Get rid of the Mexicans now. Like, now it's gonna be the Haitians. Now, they know they can't do with the Haitians. Haitians gonna chop them up and put them in stew. See, they don't want that. That's why I was laughing. Them two Nigerian refugees, or whatever they was, they held 2 ICE agents like captive. I said, I thought y'all was tough. How y'all get held by some Nigerians, fool? Y'all ain't tough. I'm like, yeah, you won't run down on the little Mexicans. You won't run down on them Nigerians, boy. Put a voodoo curse on you. You better leave them alone, boy. They gonna put you in their next ham, boy. I'll leave them alone. Gonna find you severed up in a couple of pieces. Like, you better leave them alone, boy. People is real. That's why they said Haiti was the only country to ever really fight them and win, boy. They fought them niggas with sticks and machetes and stuff. Why you think they keep Haiti in the state that it is? They can't take the fact that they got whooped by people who ain't even have no guns. That should tell you, don't mess with Haitians. For the love of God, do not mess with Russians and do not mess with Haitians. They are going to eat you. They are going to kill you. I'm more scared of Haitians than Africans, dude. Like, there's something about Haitians that's they different. They different people. Don't play that stuff, man. That's why I said, boy. That's why I said you anger enough people, boy. That's what you gonna do. You gonna get everybody stand together. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. That movie Bugs Life was literally telling you the story. Remember how Hopper then wanted to bug them? He wanted to keep bullying them stuff. And then he was like, what's one hand if they stand up to it? He said, you let one stand up, you're gonna let them all stand up. I said, I feel like that was propaganda. Like, that's a prophecy about black folks. You let one of them stand up, they all gonna stand up. There was way more ants than there was grasshoppers, but because they were bigger and more intimidating, they were scared. And then guess what? When Flick stood up, now everybody stood up. They said, well, come on with it then. Come on, come run the block. Come run them hands, cuz. You need that fade. Come on, Hop, you need that fade. Now they scared. Now they won't run off. Like, see, yeah, because you realize it's all the front. That's why I said there's way more of us than it is them, boy. We might be 12% of the population, but I'm still telling you there's a lot of black folk. Ain't nobody out doing the Mexicans, boy. There's more Mexicans than anybody. That's more Mexicans than black and white put together, dude. I guarantee you. You stand with us, oh my gosh, bro, you got a serious problem on your hands. You got a real problem, good. That's what they don't want you to understand. It's like, bro, you really got some real, and that's why I said they be putting a lot of these messages in movies, dude. Like, you got some real problems, bro, if it's really how you think, that's how you feel me? Like, so that's why I said I would watch how you treat people. You better figure out what side you're on. That's why I told you, I said United States keep it up, boy, they gonna make enemies with everybody. Do you know why a lot of gangs, the street gangs, they have a lot of allies and stuff? Because they know whenever it's time for war, if they ever need backup, they can call, hey, well, it might be East Coast Crips. They might want to call, I don't know who's in the alliance, so I don't really care. But if they need the other set to show up, like, hey, bro, you know, some of them be in alliance with Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Just depending on how close they are. So that if they ever get in the gang, whatever, like, hey, bro, I need y'all to come back us up, you know what I'm saying? I need y'all to come spin a block with us. Okay, we're going to spin a block with you. But when you ain't got no allies, and you fighting a war by yourself, I seen a lot of stories about that, man. I seen where the Hoovers, man, you know, Hoovers are more reckless than anybody. They the most hated gang in LA because they are just reckless. They don't care. And so they was fighting a war with South Los, another Mexican gang. And so they was kind of getting whooped at first because a lot of key members kept getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? So when you take key members off the street, guess what happens? You start losing. And then what did it say? They clicked up with I think it was the other Hoover clique. And then they was clicking up with, I think, another set to take on their enemies. They was taking on the Demerlane Bloods. They was taking on the other Crips. And they was taking on South Los. And they said South Los had lost the war because they was taking on too many beefs with everybody. They was taking on too many beefs with too many hoods. So all their members is getting locked up by getting killed off. You know what I'm saying? They get ran out their territory. That's what happens when you don't have, they said they didn't even have a lot of allies. So when you don't have a lot of allies, when you get whooped by all sides, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get whooped by all sides, you know? So I said, if the United States keep it up, boy, you ain't going to have no allies, boy. Y'all can count Mexico out, boy. Mexico's not an ally no more. Hey, man, I don't know what Mexico did, but Mexico be cool, man. Why y'all do that to them folk, man? Y'all do it to them fools. Like, boy, that's my cousins them down there, man. Why y'all messing with them folk, man? Hey. What's up, Juan? Who with you, man? My Sunday going good. Going good. That's why I said, they be like, yeah, we don't want. I said, no, you don't want Mexicans. I love Mexicans, boy. What you talking about? I almost love Mexicans like I love us. Like, I love everybody, for real. Mexicans ain't never gave me a problem, bro. They be cooler than some of y'all. Y'all be my own people, bro. What you talking about? I don't want to live in a country without Mexicans, boy. San Antonio is like 60% Mexican. What happens if they all leave? Like, who's going to come and replace them? Like, come on, dog. They really mad about that, boy. They mad because the Super Bowl is not predominantly white no more. I was like, dang, cuz, they gonna do us like that, man. Like, I thought y'all said American. Remember that song, The Melting Pot? Cause we're the American melting pot. What is that, Schoolhouse Rock song? It sure ain't no melting pot no more. They don't want that. There's too many light skins walking around. It ain't looking like them. That's why they get mad. Now they want to keep it majority white. Man, you can have this country. Because when Babylon burns, You can be here when it do. I don't want to. I'm already looking for escape ways. I'm already looking for tunnel systems I can go to. Boy, please. You gonna find me over and see you there at Juarez or something. Maybe not Juarez, but you gonna find me over. You gonna find me over in Oaxaca or something, cuz. Like, I'm gonna go over there. You gonna know where Steve at. I'm gonna go on the other side of the world, boy. What you talking about? I'm gonna change my citizenship. I'm Mexican now, boy. What you talking about? I live in Mexico. You ain't tripping. That's why I love everything about Hispanic culture too, boy. It'd be cool. That's why I said I got one of my best friends. She's Salvadorian, man. She was showing me a lot about how Salvador culture is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said she told me last year when I went over, when I went to go see her, because she had a kid, you know what I'm saying? And so I went to Panama City where she lived at. She usually in Miami, but she in Panama City now. And so she had told me before I even came, she said, so what's your dating status like? I was like, what do you mean? She said, you see anybody talking to somebody? I was like, no. She said, well, her fiance's sister, she was like, yeah, we showed her a picture of you. And she said she's interested. And I was like, well, let me see what old girl look like. Did she show me? I said, oh, snap. Yeah, it's a done deal. I'm coming. I said, don't worry, I'm coming. I said, don't worry, girl. You can tell her it's a done deal. Stevie is on his way. 400-something miles on a plane there now. Girl, what you talking about? She saw pictures like how the sun look on my skin and them dreads now. She was like, yeah, me, I like it, the negro. Yeah, I like you too, girl. Make gusta, nigga. Shoot, what you talking about? I know a little Spanish. I know enough to get along, boy. One of those tres cuartos cinco seis, girl. What you talking about? I be making them laugh too. They was like, so you look like girl, Latina's my middle name. What you talking about? Yes. I remember that movie, The Purge. They had tunnels there. I'm trying to remember the first Purge. I don't remember that one. It's like, girl, what you talking about, man? They be my cousin then. What you talking about? But yeah, that's why I said I go all over the world, man. I know people all over the world. That'd be cool. You feel me? And that's why, because again, we kept getting told that people don't like us. So when I put my location in Turkey, or, you know what I'm saying, you go over to Armenia or something, and you talk that people don't like you, and you look at people, they love you. Go to Costa Rica right now, man. They love American black people, dude. They love us. Like, people all over the world can't get enough of us, man. It's just our country told us that we ain't worth nothing, so that's why we think we ain't worth nothing. That's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, I'm like, yeah, we're not going to be, I don't want to be in Babylon when shit burning. I'm going to go somewhere else. I said, cuz Babylon's about to have the worst case of gonorrhea in the world. She's a burning. Leave. Flee, people. Go away. I say, yep, it's Operation Chlamydia. It's time to leave. That means it's time to get on the boat and go somewhere else, people. It's hit the fan, people. Hold on. I ain't trying to be here when it do. So I said, boy, I'm going to turn my name to Juan Pablo or something, boy. Juan Pablo Esteban. Like, boy, I'm going to shave my head and grow a large mustache, boy. I'm going to come out with the world's worst accent. You ain't going to know it's me, cuz. You ain't going to know. Steve, is that you? I'm not the Stephen Darby. My name is Juan Pablo Escobar. Like, all my life I thought I heard people, but I really didn't. Turn into an Irishman, boy. I'm gonna bleach my skin white. You ain't gonna even know it's me, boy. I'm gonna look like how white chicks did when they turn their skin white. You ain't gonna know it's me. Like, Steve, we can tell it's you, but we still can't tell it's you at the same time. I got the world's worst case of albinoism. You a nut, man. I'm a fool, bro. That's why I say y'all keep it up, boy. Steve be a big organization. I might just pay for y'all plane ticket. Tell the fools on there talking crazy. You can be in Babylon when she's a burner. I don't want to. Now, I told y'all, boy, that's a scary fact, boy. Y'all talking about Babylon, like it says in the Bible, Babylon is over, Babylon burning. Told y'all, boy, that they say your destruction is now. I told you, it means it's moving at Mach speed. Go look at the speed of a missile, boy. It's moving at Mach speed. Anything traveling over 15,000, 20,000 miles an hour, I would say that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's why I say your destruction ain't going to take no 30 days. It's going to be 30 minutes. Well, remember I told y'all about one of them bombs, one of the missiles? They said that missile has enough to do an estimated 7 million fatalities, about one missile. I'm like, that is impossible. And they got hundreds of these things. I'm like, bro, imagine if they launched all of this, dude. There would be no more. 7 million, that's a whole city, dude. Like, most cities don't even have 1 million people. So imagine 7 million, dude. That's crazy. I told you, they said if they detonated something, if one of those in New York City, they said the blast radius would be so light, you would be able to see it all the way in like Columbia, South Carolina. Do you know how far South Carolina is from New York? They said that's how bright it would be. You would see it. They showed a simulation of what it would look like. It's like seeing like just white. Like you don't see nothing, it's just white. That's how powerful the blast is. You would see it several states over. That is crazy. That's why I said, y'all better stop playing, boy. They talking about, look, I ain't worried about nothing because, like I said, God gonna do what he want to do. But they talking about Trump is doing what he doing, and these nations are over and messing with other people. I said, y'all don't know what they got in their archive, bro. I would not play with them. Cause you know, America, she's arrogant. That's what they do. She's arrogant. So they go do stupid stuff like, oh no, we got warheads. I'm like, okay, yeah, you might have warheads, but so do they. Well, we got 121. I'm like, but if they got one, that's still enough, bro. And they ain't gonna target the people that's doing what they doing. They gonna target a random city. They ain't nobody even doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? They gonna target someone like Idaho. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no beef with nobody in Idaho. You know what I'm saying? In the end, like I said, the innocent is the one that paid for it. They the ones that pay for it, while the rich ones go on the ground on them bunkers. But that's okay, because they said some of these missiles are designed to penetrate underground bunkers. Look it up. I'm not lying. The B-83. Look up the B-83. That was the first one on the list. They was doing 5 fatality missiles, like nuclear warheads. That was the 5th one. That's the least powerful one. The B-83 is as big as this car. It is as big as this car, bro. They showed it like next to a car. It's as big as a car, bro. And that can penetrate underground bunkers. The B-83 still has enough power to kill 1 million people. Y'all not understanding these numbers, bro. You not understanding these numbers. 1 million. And that was the 5th most powerful one. Like, they didn't even... Bro. Yo, man. They got a bomb. Russia has a warhead called the Satan. You know your death is near when you hear that. They got the Satan 1 and the Satan 2. Does that sound like a friendly thing? I said, oh, no. Those are the ones that kill up to about 3 million, 5 million. And that's when I remember when Daddy preached, he said that's going to be Satan's end-time weapon, is that atomic bomb. Anything they name the Satan can't be good. Cannot. Yo, that thing, no lie, bro. I think the Satan, they said that thing is as big as this building. Like, it's as tall as this building. It weighs 100,000 tons. That's a lot of, I think it was 100,000 pounds. That's a lot of pounds. And remember, the warhead, it's not the whole missile. The whole missile is designed for like fuel efficiency, and then it breaks off to like 3 different pieces. The warhead is the very thing up top. The warhead is still about as big as this car. I think that warhead carries like 3 different warheads. So it hits different spots. I said, oh my Jesus. I said, oh my God, dude. I prayed. I'm like, God, I know there's going to be destruction in the world, but I pray thee that they don't ever use these things. I said, Lord, I know they might, but God, please, like, let their weapons fail by fire in Jesus' name. Like, bro, I hope they never use these. I don't care who our enemy is. I ain't got no enemies, but I hope they never use these. What happened to the old days where y'all just use claymores and grenades, man, or RPG? Like, my gosh, man, y'all using stuff that's gonna blow a crater in the eastern seaboard. Like, that is crazy, man. Bro, they say anybody from 8 miles, do you know how far 8 miles is? Anybody from an 8-mile radius has 3rd-degree burns. How do you do that? I said, oh boy, don't tell me that this is a matter of national security that every country needs. Don't no country need something called the Satan. Don't no country need something called, look it up, y'all, I'm not lying. It's a Russian bomb called the Satan 1 and the Satan 2. I don't even think they translated it in Russian. That's just what they call it. You can't even get a Russian Satan. They just call it the Satan. Like, bro, that's crazy. Oh, man. I wonder where they got that idea to make that bomb from. I wonder where. Now do y'all see when they say your hour is 9, boy, it literally takes about 30 minutes for it to reach anywhere in the world. I told you I looked up how fast these things are going. These things are going 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 miles an hour. These things are fast. Have you ever seen something go that fast? I'm telling you, it's literally like that. You didn't even see it. like that. You will not even see it coming. They said they said, God forbid, but if this was to ever detonate near you, they said you wouldn't even know you died. That's how fast you would have disintegrated. You literally will wake up in heaven or wherever you're going. I said you wouldn't even know you died. It's one of the most painless deaths because they said the incineration is so hot, you would have been vaporized right there. So most people wouldn't even know they playing cards and just wake up in heaven. Didn't even know they died, bro. That's crazy. That's scary. I mean, it's a painless death, but I said, but that's still scary. That's why I told you. I said, well, if you ain't been praying before, you better be praying now. But I seen some stuff. And I'm praying every day. I said, Lord, let them not do this. Please, for the love of God, let them not do this. Like, at least give us 60 more years, at least. Because I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is terrible, man. Like, they just coming up with creative ways just to murder these people. Just, my God, man. Like, imagine back in the day, they would say, like, Genghis Khan is coming, y'all. Genghis Khan's on his way. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh's on his way, man. That was probably like a 2-hour, 3-hour journey. Probably a couple of days journey, man. I said, your end is coming in 15 minutes. Imagine hearing the sirens go off and you got to hurry up and find the nearest underground bunker, if you even can get one. And you got to wait in line for everybody else to get in there. Like, bro, that is terrifying. We ain't doing physical combat no more, man. They are just going to blow everything up. That is the scariest thing I've ever seen. And they brag over who got more. When India got this much, Japan got this much. Like, I think y'all all need to get taken out of commission. I don't think these things ever need to be used. Then they talking about the submarines in the sea got. I'm like, bro, you ain't safe on land. You ain't safe in the sea. You ain't safe nowhere, man. Oh my God, bro. Like I said, if they ever launch one of these things, man, and I pray they don't, but if they ever launch one of these things, I pray God takes it out of the sky. It's gonna be up to the Most High to stop this. Because they even got missiles where they got an anti-defense system, which means if you try to shoot it down, they got defenses where it blocks it. That's some advanced stuff. I was like, it's going to take the Most High to drop that thing in the sea somewhere, because ain't no way you going to be able to stop it. Oh, man. That is one of those doomsday prophecies, like, it's over, it's over. What you gonna run to when you see a nuke go off? You can run as many blocks as you want to. They talking about anybody in the 8-mile radius is gonna be disintegrated. Anybody up to 13 miles is gonna get 30-degree burns, and 20 to 30 miles after that, you're gonna have radiation poisoning. You're not escaping. You're not escaping. That's gonna be more people dead from the radiation poisoning than anything else. That is terrifying. Oh my God, bro. That's why I said, boy, if you ain't been praying, you better pray now. You better pray. Like I said, the only thing that's stopping them from doing this is the Christians. God's grace, because my God, if they do this, y'all, then we all gone. I'm telling you, we all gone. Now, thank the good Lord, like I said, he got revelation going on, so everybody ain't gonna be gone. So I'm like, a large percent of the world's population, hopefully not. I'm praying, God, don't let this happen, but you know what I'm saying? Some people it's gonna have to be like it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm praying it's not by this. Like, Jesus, if anything, please don't let this happen. Like it's gonna, like, bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. I told y'all they did a comparison where Everest was, bro. Everest was like that on the map. You know, Everest is huge. Everest was like that. These mushroom clouds are like that. I mean, it made it look like a toy. It's sad. Bro, the last one, I think it was the Satan that they blew up. You could see that thing from space. The cloud was so high, it was in like the heavens, dog. Bro, go look it up. I'm not making it up, bro. I'm not making it up. That is the worst thing I ever saw. They gonna blow you. When they say I'm gonna blow you sky high, that's what they mean. I'm gonna blow you to heaven. Yo, it was in the heavens, bro. It was like the third, it was like the layer right before it gets to space. I was like, bro, a nigga blew you to space, cuz. Like, can you imagine that? That is terrifying, bro. Like, imagine you sitting there one day and just it coming so fast. And they said some of these can deter from missile defense systems. So that means that it wouldn't even be on the radar. It would have been like you don't even see it coming. The sound alarm probably wouldn't even went off because it can't detect it coming. That's how fast it's going. So you would have been sitting there thinking everything's fine, then boom. Like, you don't even know what's happening. That's the scariest part. It's like, bro, you could just be sitting there minding your business and you won't even feel it. You won't even feel it or see it coming. All you would see is probably white. They said your mind would not even know you died. You wouldn't even feel it because you wouldn't. They said, imagine you died and you didn't even know you died, bro. That's crazy. They said you wouldn't even feel it. That's how hot it is. I think they say this thing is the temperature of the sun. The sun is like 10,000 degrees, allegedly, from what they said. They said, bro, this thing is about as hot as the sun, which means you are going to crisp. like that. When they say turn into a pillar of salt, you gonna turn into a pillar of salt, boy. If that even lasts or whatever. Then the scariest part about it, they showed how big the blast was. Cause I don't think it blows up when it hits the ground. It blows up like right before it hits the ground. It makes this massive like sun circle. This thing, they put it in like New York City. This thing was larger than all the skyscrapers. It made the skyscrapers look like that. This is a massive sonic ball. I was like, oh no. All of them was terrible, but the last one, the Satan one, whichever one it was they blew up, they showed what it would look like, bro. It was just like a bright flash, dog. And then they showed it from space. I said, bro, that's crazy. Go to space, you like, bro, what happened? Imagine you like playing cards and you look up, you in space, like, bro, what happened? Y'all better be praying, man. Y'all better be praying God go deal with this orange idiot before he get us all blown up. Because this idiot, man, is going to get us all blown up and doing stupid stuff. They are playing with nuclear warheads. And they wonder why they talking about we in debt. You know how much one of those costs, dude? Those things cost millions upon millions of dollars, man. They are paying to kill everybody. Of course they don't want to pay the debt off. Boy, they trying to blow up the people they owe the debt to. Like, bro, they don't care. They use the money. Now I can't pay it back, so I'm just going to blow y'all up. That's pretty much what they trying to do. I believe it. Like, that's what they want to do. I mean, bro, that is insane, man. Oh. That's why I said go watch your educational stuff, boy. It really shows you. They said this stuff is like 80 times, the B-83, that's the fifth one. That's the least powerful one on the list. They said that was 80 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. And you know that one was powerful. That one killed like 100,000 people. This one would kill 1 million people, y'all. This is scary, bro, crazy. And it ain't no bigger than a car. It's still pretty big, but compared to the other ones, it's about as big as a car. And they said this one doesn't have rocket propelled systems. You have to drop it from a plane. So pretty much wherever they drop it, where it's gonna do. It burrows its way in the earth and blows up underground when then it blows up. I mean, can you imagine something like that? That's crazy. Now do y'all see, remember that part in the Avengers when New York was getting taken over by Loki them? And then they went to send that nuke in, and then Samuel Jackson tried to stop him, but another one came with a nuke and was trying to go blow up New York City. And then Tony Stark took it up to the whole. Why you think he did that? They was trying to blow up the whole city. That was one of them type bombs, dude. They was gonna blow up the whole city. That's crazy, man. I said, boy. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. That's why I'm like, what happened to the good old days, man, where they would just send a hand grenade or something, or they'll just, we all charged in the battle like Braveheart, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have to go and cut each other's limbs off. And back then they did that, but I'm like, my goodness, man, like they just, crazy. But you understand, these bombs and these nuclear weapons, they not little, man. These things are huge. These things are big. Like, they was talking about all the natural disasters that could have happened. They had a couple of malfunctionings back in like the 60s and the 80s and 90s and stuff where stuff blew up, but it didn't have like the nuclear warhead attached, or it never just went off when it blew up. They was like, bro, if this thing would have blew up today, they said this is how much damage it would have been. Like, this is crazy. They talking about the aircraft just fell out the sky. Like, I don't think anything that's carrying a nuclear device that can wipe out 1 million people should be flying, just falling out the sky. We need explanations. We need answers. Like, how did this fall out the sky? The plane malfunctioned. You carrying a highly deadly device and the plane just malfunctions. I think you need to give us some answers on how that happens. This is flying over people's house here. Like, bro, we need to make sure the hatch don't accidentally open and you drop it on the neighborhood. Like, bro, come on, man. Crazy. I said, you the U.S. government, y'all gonna have to do a better explanation than that. You're gonna have to give us a way better explanation than that. You carrying around a $10 million bomb and it just happens to fall out the sky. Like, no, I don't believe that. That's why I said, y'all better be praying, boy. Jesus. Now, I ain't worried about it. Like I said, God gonna have his way, but I'm just like, still, that's why he sends us to pray, man. That's why the Christians out here, we gotta pray about that. Because we don't know what this idiot gonna do. We don't know what people's gonna do, man. Like, Jesus, man. I told y'all, boy, they say the hour is not, man. I remember I told y'all, go listen to that song. Go look at the first verses of that song, Lil Wayne. The God Bless America, he's telling you. That's the first words of the song, boy. My mind's filled with minefield. The ashes fall, the wine spills. The world stops, drops, and rolls. It's judgment day or a fire drill. That's what he's saying. Bro, that is literally symbolic for atomic nuclear weapons. That's what he's saying, bro. He said, God bless America, this old godless America. He said, hurt tomorrow ain't promised today. The end of time is like an hour away. Like, what do you think that means, bro? It means boom. Boom. Crazy. Ouch. So crazy, man. Oh, man. That's why I say you ain't got time to argue with people, man. You ain't got time. Like, bro, live your life now while you can, while the word is still somewhat good. Go travel. Go see these landmarks that's in the world. Because, like I said, with the way they want to blow everything up and stuff, might ain't be there no more. Like, by the time they done having their way, that stuff might even be there no more, dude. You got to start figuring out, like, what to do with your life, man. Like, I'm not arguing with people. I ain't arguing with people. I ain't got time for no stupid relationship stuff, nothing, man. Go educate yourself and see what they trying to do, bro. And then go plan out your life. Like, okay, well, it might take them another 20 years where they do what they do. God, hopefully it does, you know, so we can still enjoy somewhat of life, you know what I'm saying? Most of us in here are 90s babies, you know what I'm saying? So we still pretty young. We want to go out and live life and do stuff, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully God give us at least another, I remember saying that back in like 2012, 2013. I said, well, God, you know, just give us 10 more years, you know what I'm saying? Then he gave us 10 more years, and then 2023, I said, well, God, just give me another 10 years, you know? I'm going to keep saying it. Like, God, hopefully you give us another 20 years. This stuff could be another 30, 40 years before it really happens, you know what I'm saying? I'm praying it is. I'm praying it don't happen at all, but it's going to happen one day. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to be prepared for it when it does. And I said, now, Lord willing, he's making our life good, so it means we're going to have some time to do something. But Jesus, man, like, it ain't like it was back in the 80s, man. Like, if you was born back in the 80s or you was kind of like grown in the 80s or the 90s or something, and you was doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to worry about nothing, boy. The economy was fresh. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no really wars like that, you know what I'm saying? I think the only wars they had like the 90s was what, the Kuwait War or something? Or like they was over, like it was like something, I think the Cold War, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing like serious like this, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to worry about the economy being bad like it is. You didn't have to worry about a nut job that much in the White House. Or like, you know, it was somewhat better, man. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat more peaceful. And then we gotta worry about it every day we wake up, boy. They done sent the missile, they done did this, they trying to kill us all, you know what I'm saying? It's all type of stuff, aliens, all type of stuff, man. You can't have no peace, man. What's up, bro? How y'all doing, man? It's just all type of stuff, man. So that's why I said you never know, man. That's why I said be on your 10 toes, bro. Be on your 10 toes. That's why I said we gotta figure out how to stop this stuff, man. This is crazy. Told y'all, man, people wild, man. Remember I told you that's what happened when you got a person with an ego problem, man. Countries are sitting there comparing sizes. Who's bigger? That's what they doing, bro. Who got more? Whose weapons are bigger? They are literally tasking each other with designing bigger bombs. Like they got it, like, bro, they can't just make them smaller. They got to make them big. Like they sat there at the drawing board. How can we kill as many people as possible? I mean, that is the stupidest thing I ever thought. Like, crazy, man. So. But yeah, man, that's why I said like. And then if you ain't worried about that, bro, you gotta worry about a city-sized meteorite. That stuff is more powerful than any atomic bomb we do. They talk about if that thing hits the world. I saw the real size of meteors. That thing is huge, man. They make New York City, Manhattan look like some ants, dude. Like, that thing is huge. It's like what a rock would look like if you put it next to like some mulch and you put a rock on top of it. You see how big it is? That's how big these things are, dude. It's a big old boulder. Talking about this boulder's bigger than the state of New York. I'm like, how? Like, whenever God does stuff, God does big stuff. Because to him, it's nothing. But to us, we so small. You know what I'm saying? But God does everything like big. So when you see these comets, you be seeing a comet in the sky. You think the comet is like probably like a car size. That comet is like the size of a state. That thing is huge. And talk about if this comet was to hit us full force, they said, bro, it would be more than any nuclear bomb ever detonated on Earth. Like, I don't believe that. They showed the impact level. They said half of the world would literally be blown off. I said, yo, that's crazy. I said, bro, now imagine if you don't know God, you are terrified. You are literally like, bro, you are scared. Cause you think any day that could happen now. Like people really think that, like that's crazy. Thank God it ain't gonna happen, but man, just knowing that it could, like that's kind of creepy. So I don't know, man. So y'all go outside and enjoy this warm, beautiful air while y'all can, boy. Enjoy this warm, beautiful sun. Shoot, making me look good. It's looking nice on my skin, looking good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm enjoying this. Cause like I said, you know, hopefully God willing, man, we got a lot more good years. I remember back in 2013, man, they was about to fail the government. They was about to have a government shutdown. And so Daddy was telling, we was going to go get all that food. And so he told me, he said, son, he said, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. He said, it was me and Joe, we was driving to the store. He said, now what they trying to do, they trying to shut down the government. He said, this could mean that they could fail everything, you know what I'm saying? He said, now Lord willing, that they don't do this. He said, Lord willing, we got a lot more good years. He said, but if it's the route that we got going, he said, I'm gonna get all this food. He said, we gotta start thinking smart, thinking strategies. I remember that, man. That's when we had our emergency preparedness workshop kit. That video, I remember being there for that. We had that around the same time because that's what they was trying to do back in 2013. And they kept kicking the can over. They always kicked the can over for a little bit, but it's gonna be one day they can't kick the can like that no more. And this was back in 2013, and we had this type of revelation. You know, we in 2026. That's 13 years later. That's 13 years later. Dang, that's 13 years later. Hold on, bro. I gotta fathom that. That's 13 years later. Dang, bro. What have we been doing? Like, bro, what we been doing, man? 13 years. And I said, and I told God, I said, give us another 10 years. God gave us 13. I said, God, please give us another 13. Please hear me out. Give us another 13. But at the end of the day, that ain't my will, man. It's God's will be done. God knows we want it. Maybe he'll extend it. Maybe God does it. Maybe it was supposed to happen a long time ago. God gives us an extra extension of grace. Hopefully he gives us a couple of more extensions of grace. Maybe 20 more. But I'm like, but other than that, one day he's gonna do it because that's what he do. So he's just gonna let it happen because that's what he has to, you know. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, emergency preparedness. I remember that, boy. I remember being there for that message. Y'all go watch that message, man. Don't watch Steve. Go watch Darby. Don't watch Steve ever again. Go watch Darby, dude. He gonna give you the clues. I ain't giving you nothing. I'm just gonna direct you over there until you start watching me. I saw that. Yeah, it was a meteorite that hit Jersey or something like that. That's crazy. Oh, man, the world we live in is crazy. It's a beautiful world, man. That's why I said I'm trying to go travel. I ain't got time for food. I ain't got time for people trying to debate the letter Y and the word of God. Boy, I ain't got time for that. Word of God said what the word of God said, man. End of story. Like, what we got to argue about, folks? Who's back on my page? They're like, but we are not doing that over here, man. We got a life. We know what the word of God said. Leave us alone. We ain't arguing with you, idiot. Like, bro, people just ain't got no life, man. They got no calling. I was like, bro, people just ain't got nothing to do. Nothing better to focus on. I said people just all type of stupid stuff, man. But you know, all I know is I need to retwist badly, boy. I definitely need to retwist. Daggone, boy. I mean, locks are long, but man, I definitely need to retwist. That look kind of crazy. Whew. Shout out to my dreadheads, though. All my dreadhead folks. But yeah, like I said, the stream is mainly going off of y'all. So if y'all talk, we talk. If not, then we don't talk. I'm about to go sit down over here in this field, so y'all talk to me if y'all want to. Don't talk to me. It's whatever, man. I ain't even tripping. I done talked for days straight, man. I'm giving y'all live streams over lifetime. If it's good out here, before it gets 100,000 degrees, like I said, I'm gonna try to come out here and be out here for a little bit, but don't be surprised if we don't do these that much. Like I said, once it gets summertime, I'm definitely not risking myself being outside like this. So, nah, we definitely ain't doing that no more. Well, my phone kept overheating, dude. Like in the summer, it just kept overheating, bro, because it was so hot out here. So I'm enjoying this time now while the wind is blowing. It feels good, you know, to just enjoy that. So. I'm gonna sit down over here, yo. Sit on the grass at least. So. Sun went down, so I can finally sit down. So. Sit like right here. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Right here. How's that right there? That's better. Oh, man. Well, I could take a nap out here on this grass while I'm chilling, man. Probably not. I mean, I ain't that tender-headed, but I mean, sometimes it do be hurting, though. You try to give me the burrow braids, man, the burrow rolls or whatever, that thing hurted so bad. But she made them like too tight, but I think they had to be tight because my hair wasn't as long at that time, whatever. I mean, they lasted for a good minute. They hurt it so bad, I didn't even have them in for a week, though. I was like, I had to take it out, bro. The right side of my brain couldn't even think, bro. Bro, I had drool coming out the side of my mouth, bro. I was like, bro, I can't even think, bro. That thing hurt so much, I couldn't even lay down with it, bro. That thing was sore. But I put everything on it, man. A little bit of water, oil, milk. I poured milk on this, man. Dag on it, like it still did work. I was like, dang. Milk had healing chemicals in it, so that thing made it worse. It was so tight, bro. I'm telling you, it was like my face was being peeled back. Like, bro, if I blink wrong, it's just gonna rip my scalp. Like, it was so tight. I was like, dang, bro, I can't even think. I'm not lying. That's what it felt like. Like your face was so tight. It was like pulling my face back. I was like, bro, it hurted to blink. It hurted to lay down. I couldn't do nothing. I was like, dang, bro, I'm hurting myself. Like,
Are we interfering with that?
no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah.
Okay. Can we borrow that chair?
But yeah. So I want to get a retwist, and then I want to get some braids or whatever. So that's why I said these locks getting long, man. That's it. Looking like a Chicago nigga. Yeah, I like that. Nah, I like that. So what's up, y'all? If y'all want to talk, let's talk. I'm just relaxed, boy. I'm really relaxing, so I'm just chilling. Bland here. Either y'all talk or we gonna have peace and meditation with me. Well, I can do this all day. It's good out here, man. I had somebody today, I was setting up some accounts yesterday, man, advertising a lot of my music. That's why I said, don't be scared to go for it, y'all. Talk to whoever. It don't matter if they got a lot of followers or they big time. Somebody they got like 170-something thousand, I think 140-something thousand. Hey, what's up, Nicole? What's good? What's up, Miss Anderson? Y'all coming at the same time? What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all, homies? What's good with y'all in the hood, man? We staying locked in. I'm gonna lock y'all in my phone. You feel me? I'm gonna lock y'all in my phone. But like I said, somebody had like 140,000, 170,000 or whatever followers. And so they pretty big time. So I was like, I'm still gonna do my sales pitch. I'm like, I'm a showing my ideas or whatever with my music. And so I DM'd them, so I was DMing people. I DM'd them. I got a text back this morning. And they was like, dude, I just checked out your stuff. They said, yo, this is really good. They said, your stuff is really soothing. You know what I'm saying? They said, this is perfect. You know what I'm saying? They started following me, bro. My ambient page only has like 14 followers. I don't use it on Instagram. My other pages got like 1,000. But that page only has like 14, so because I don't really use that page that much. And so I was like, I'm just going to sales pitch. I talk to people anyways, you know what I'm saying? And they had reposted my stuff on their page. They said, y'all check out his work. They put up one of my nature, I guess they clicked the link in my bio or whatever. They start playing like my nature music. And they was like, check out his music. It's like real good, you know what I'm saying? And they gave me a shout out and everything, gave me a follow, you know what I'm saying? Like they was like, yeah, this is great. And I was like, little bitty me with a little bitty small page, you know what I'm saying? Like you got 100-something people following you, you know what I mean? And that's pretty good, man, because usually they say people like that don't pay attention or they don't care, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, my stuff blessed, you know what I'm saying? God has favor with me and I have favor with him. You got favor with man, you know what I mean? So that's why I say you got to start putting your stuff out there, man. You got to start putting your stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Never know who's going to listen, never know who's going to hear it, you know what I mean? Got a lot of people, man. You know what I mean? But as I said, man, this stuff is not just magically overnight, bro. This is working. I said, bro, I'm playing this up real quick. But I said, I've been working, man, for a while, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing the H. Steve music for 3 years now, man, you know what I'm saying? This is right around the time when I first moved to San Antonio, man. I was coming out with the Ascension album. That's when I had the Stephen Darby Jr. Spotify stuff, you know? And so I was working on the Ascension album. But I had an A. Steve channel up on YouTube because I said, well, I'm just going to post little music on here. Because, again, everybody's posting music on YouTube. And I was like, well, I can post music. I didn't think nothing of it. It's way before I even knew I was going to vlog. I had no plans of doing none of that. I didn't want to be no content creator. I didn't care about none of that. But I was like, I like putting my music to video. So I said, yeah, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good, girl? Hey, that's one of my favorite people of all time. This is Kia. What's up, Kia? How are things in Memphis? It's always a pleasure to see you. Some people I don't like seeing, but it's always a pleasure to see you. How you doing? Y'all better respect Kia, boy. If any one of y'all ever disrespect her, boy, I promise y'all, I'll slam you on that neck of yours. I'll do it. As fast as they said you wouldn't know atomic bomb hit you, that's as fast you're gonna end up on that neck. Like, see, yep. Flipped. Like, yo, we getting attacked, we about to get nuked. About to fight somebody, I said, I'm still knock you out. Bow! Swoosh. I said, see, we didn't feel ourselves getting disintegrated, but you felt getting knocked out before you got disintegrated. Bow! Swoosh. You felt that in the afterlife. Swoosh! You're going to wake up in the spirit realm where your jaw leaking. Yep, I hit you before we left. I'm going to wake up next to you. Hey, man, I ain't feel a thing. You know, in the spirit realm, it don't apply like the physical realm, so I can't hit you because it's going to go right through you. Your soul is like visible. It's going to go right through you. So I said, at least I got my earthly lick in good. I got my earthly lick in. Hit you quick like you ain't never seen it happen. Bow! Vaporized. I'm gonna hit you so fast, I ain't know I got vaporized. I'm gonna wake up in the spirit realm. Hey, we here. We here, y'all. We here. Oh, man. But what was I saying? Y'all forgot. Something about chicken pasta or something. What was I saying? Shoot. Hey Steve, that's what it was. Hey Steve. Anyways. But yeah, once I started working on Hey Steve, man, like I said, it's 3 years now, you know what I'm saying? It's just 3 years worth of music I've been doing. I was uploading every day, man. And all my old videos are starting to go up, you know what I'm saying? I was working on Hey Steve Keys at that time because I didn't want to put everything all on the Hey Steve channel, you know what I'm saying? Because I had R&B, I had ambient music, then I had piano music, I had a lot of everything. I said, I can't mix up everything on one channel. People are not going to want to see that, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I had Hey Steve Keys, you know what I'm saying? And that channel was getting bigger before the Hey Steve was. I was like, why do people, because everybody kept telling me put out piano music. I was like, nah, man, piano music played out. Because I did piano music at church. So I was like, we did it with Daddy so many years. I was like, this is played out. Nobody want to listen to this. And I was like, nah, people want to hear ambient music. They was like, no, people want to hear piano music too, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, but why though? It's basic. And they was like, no, we want to hear that, man. Like bring it. And so I started putting out piano pieces, you know? And so both of the channels started getting big at the same time. That's when YouTube is easier to do, man. You can get easy 300, 400 views like nothing. Like now it's harder, man. Like YouTube, it takes a while to work with. So I saw some of my videos, man, was getting big quick, you know what I'm saying? So now even that the algorithm has changed, I said it's good to see that it's still getting like big quicker, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, people are loving this ambient music, you know what I'm saying? So And I love the advertising, man. I definitely love the advertising. But that's why I said don't be scared to reach for your dreams, man. Don't be scared to DM people, man, and talk to people. I said if it's God based, what you do, man, is your gift. I was telling the homie at church today. I said whatever you do, man, that you're good at, that's your gift. I said it's gonna work because God has you doing it for a reason. So I said just do it. As I said, a lot of times it's easier said than done. But I said, but bro, honestly, when you're doing your thing, I've been doing music for years, all my life. That's why the music is paying off. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this for a long time. And so I looked, I'm like, bro, you got 3 years, 4 years worth of music. I'm like, bro, you straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of everything for real, I'm like, bro, you got a lot of music, man. Like, you don't have to make new music for the next 2 years, man. You know what I'm saying? I got enough for so many albums, man, and EPs and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I said, now it's time to start exporting, man, and start getting the maximum use out of these, man. Some of this stuff be 2, 3 years old and still get views, still get traction. You know what I'm saying? And that's good to know, man. It's definitely good to see. So that makes you happy, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we just passed over 1,000 subs on the other channel, on the H Steve channel, you know what I'm saying? And we almost had 1,000 subs on the H Steve Keys channel too, you know? So it's good to see that, man, because like I said, you work so hard, man, to get somewhere and to build something, man, and to see that it's working, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels good, you know? So stick with what you got, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely stick with what you got. You know. You never know, bro, if you don't try. Like if you don't try, you will never know. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, what is this? How you doing? But I was like, you'll never know if you don't try, you know what I mean? So I'm glad y'all like what I do. Y'all support. Shut up, kid. It's a live stream. Shut up, children. It's not about you. Ouch. What are you crying about? Nobody even did nothing to you. Children. Well, what's up, y'all? Come on, talk to me. I ain't gonna keep talking. Come on, talk to me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my music out there. A lot of people want to use your stuff for like TV shows and movies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I'll even sell the Tubi movies, bro. Like, they can use my sound, bro. You know what I'm saying? One girl said that she said I had a song on Spotify or whatever. She said it didn't really get a lot of traction. She said I got to advertise to get on like a TV show. She said my numbers blew up because everybody wanted to know what song it was. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? That's how advertising goes. You know. Now, getting your foot in the door, man, of some of this stuff is very hard, man. That's why I say a lot of people getting there. Why do you think the music industry is so hard, bro? Because it's a very hard thing to get in, you know what I'm saying? Some people take it too far. That's why they want to sell their soul or go do something gay. They go get a contract, you know what I'm saying? And some of them do that and still don't even get a contract, you know what I'm saying? So it's very hard to get your foot in this door, man, bro. Like I said, when it's God-based, man, he going to make a way, you know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to want to offer to play your stuff or use your stuff, you know what I mean? So like I said, it's the same with Darby, man. Like, everybody watched Darby. People was ready to move to Louisville. I'm like, why? I said, y'all can just watch it online. I don't think it's worth moving to Louisville for, but some people think it is. I'm like, maybe I'm just used to it, but I'm like, I don't think you should move here just for a church. But if that's how you feel, I mean, maybe it is. Some people's willing to do it, you know what I'm saying? So what are you doing for Easter? Shoot, I don't even know. I might go back into town. I don't know. God moving a lot of ways, man. I seen somebody at my church today. That's the first time I seen him in a while. I follow him on like social media and stuff. But their daughter ended up getting she was like real sick one day. They found out she had like, well, I think it was like stage 4 or some type of leukemia or something, you know what I'm saying? And you know, she had cancer, you know what I'm saying? And so what you do as a church family, as Christians, as believers, as followers of Christ, what you do, you pray. Everybody gets together and pray, man. We prayed for her and we looked out for her, you know what I'm saying? She came back and she was like, yeah, my daughter's cancer free, man. I said, praise God, bro. Like, you see a lot of ways God work, man. That's why I try to tell you, man, God work in a lot of mysterious ways, dude. Ow. Good at poetry, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I used to do poetry, man. I was so good at it. Not no more, but I don't want to do poetry no more. I don't want to write songs. I don't want to do poetry. I don't want to sing. For real. I just wanted to do music. That's it. So, no, I don't want to do like too much. I just like doing what I know how to do. You good? You good? I just want to do like what I know how to do. So, people singing takes too much work, man. Too much dedication. I don't want that right now. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. All right, what we got going on? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I hope everybody doing good in the chat either. They act like they don't want to say nothing, so I'm going to just leave it a mystery. That's why I said I ain't going to be doing too much talking, trying to force talk today. I said, bro, look, I'm just chilling. I'm relaxed. So, you stay, you go, you go. Like I said, I had a little bit of stomach pain earlier, so I'm just not in the mood to really talk too much. Unless y'all give me something to talk about, like give me a topic to talk about, we'll talk about it. Until then, I'm not going to make up stuff on my mind, so I'm just quiet. One more second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on.
Everybody can add Shiva and take out these two and honey.
So what? It's a nice day. Didn't want to go anywhere though, but outside, beautiful. It's always a nice day on a Sunday. I always know that Sunday is like the best days. That's why I don't do too much on Sundays. Like I'm really honoring the Sabbath a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like really trying not to do too much. Like even live stream, I don't really do that on Sundays. Like get no more. You know? If I do, it'd be like a later on a Sunday. At the beginning, first couple of hours, I really don't like to do nothing on Sunday. The same guy coming over here. I remember the same guy trying to advertise the church of something. I don't know. Looking for recruits. This guy done try to recruit me twice, man. He gonna try to come a third time and then watch he gonna come over here. I don't know why people mess with me. I don't want to talk to you about your whatever. He said something about the Passover. They the only church in the world that do like the Passover, trying to be like technicalities. I'm like, boy, I don't care. He said, wouldn't it be a shame to realize that you was doing it wrong the whole time? Boy, I love God. Shut up. Why you worry about what I do? Leave me alone. All these people walking around, man, because you're a black dude. You think I'm a black? Like, boy, just call me black when we talk to each other. I'm gonna talk to you. Like, nigga, please. You type of people trying to debate scripture with you. I'm not debating that. He said, well, in this word, it said something about the Passover. Well, brother, do you love God? Shut up then. Okay, why are you talking to me? Like, oh, shut up. Barbecue, not no more. I ain't barbecued in the winter, so. I think the last time I barbecued was like, I don't know, it's been so long, it's been some years. It's super peaceful out here. There's people chilling out here playing, little kids out here playing, families at tables, all type of stuff. Real nice. Like this wind is perfect, man. It feels so good. It's just calm, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, yeah, I ain't got to say nothing. Y'all ain't got to say nothing to me. I'm out here enjoying my peace. I'll turn this phone off and just sit out here. Ain't like you want to come and stare at me anyways. But I'm just going to sit down and be quiet. That wind is so gentle, man. It's calm. That's good. She good. Everybody good. Just been doing them, you know what I'm saying? Staying out the way away from Negroes. That's all what we all been doing. Avoid Negroes. Good. I tell you what's more contagious than an atomic bomb, boy, Negroes. Oh man, ain't nothing on earth worse than a Negro, boy. There's the B-83, there's a Hiroshima bomb, then there's Negroes. Negroes are worse than all three of them. They literally got an atomic bomb called the Satan, and that ain't even worse than Negroes. That's worse. Oh man. Even the bomb is like, daggone, I know I can get something around for my money, man. He never goes crazy. Yeah, even the bomb is like, they don't want him. Negroes are like roaches. They don't die, they multiply. They just come and mess with everybody. End up in your kitchen sink, It's annoying. I'm praying for you and your family. I watch your father's sermons every day. Thank you, I appreciate it. I had $1 for every time I heard that, boy. So many sermons, man. I don't even know how many sermons there are. So many of them. People ask me, they say, when you gonna release more? I don't release this stuff, but yeah, that's me. Like, bruh, I got them, I just ain't gonna release them. Like, I ain't giving nobody nothing. I don't know what to tell you. Go to the website. People ask me, what's your favorite message? I don't know. I was there for all of them. Like, bro, I don't have a favorite one. I was there for every last one of them, so it ain't like I got a favorite. What city you from again? You from Alabama? Yeah, that makes sense. Mississippi. Shreveport, Louisiana? Yeah, probably. I don't know how nobody live in Louisiana. I just don't understand it, but that state is dirty, bro. New Orleans ain't that bad, but it's just not a state for me. I was somewhere in New Orleans last year, man, or the year before with Mama. People ran into me there and know us. Girl was right next to me. She said, "You look familiar. I know you." I said, "Girl, you don't know me." I'm like, "I don't know me, man. What y'all talking about?" She was like, "Yeah, I know y'all." I was like, "What do you mean you know?" She said, "Yeah, I watch your live streams." I was like, that's when I first was kind of like doing the channel. The channel got bigger. I said, "You do?" She was like, "Yeah." She said, "I watch it." She said, "Yeah." She said, "My mama sent me your father messages all the time." She showed me the text message and everything. She said, "Yeah, that's crazy." She said, "Yeah." She was telling me to go like watch Darby and stuff like that. I was like 100,000 people out here. Like, why do you know me? Like, why do y'all know us? Like, I'm trying to be on vacation here, like, away from people. I know where people don't know it's at Hawaii. I'm going to Hawaii, boy. I bet you I won't run nobody out there that knows. I ain't never heard nobody writing from Hawaii talking about they watches. I'm going out there. I want to go out there anyway. Ain't no Samoans know it's like that, man. Trying to be around Moana now. Shreveport. I don't know much about Shreveport. All I know is I ain't going. Are you from Chicago? Ain't nothing wrong with Chicago. Y'all be down in Chicago, but Chicago a nice city. Y'all winters suck, and all y'all teams suck, but like everything else is cool about the city, man. I don't know how y'all Chicago Bulls fan. The Bulls always suck. So did the Cubs. So did the White Sox. I think the only thing good in Chicago is their hockey team, I think. If they even good at that. I don't remember what it is, but everybody's like, the 90s Bulls with Jordan. I don't care about the 90s Bulls with Jordan, man. I don't care about Chicago at all. Like, when it comes to their teams, I don't care about none of their teams. I don't care about D-Rose. I know I stepped on some of y'all toes. I don't care about D-Rose, man. I don't care about Carlos Boozer or Taj Gibson or Joakim Noah. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all had D-Wade for like one season, and I think he left. He's from Chicago. He was like, man, no, I don't want this. They was mad because around 2010 when LeBron was doing that big old trade, he was supposed to go to Chicago, and they got mad. I was like, boy, he ain't going to Chicago. Everybody going to whack Bulls. Everybody going to that stupid team. Chicago was mad at him like he going to come to the Bulls. Why nobody going to the Bulls except Jordan? That's it. Rodman, Jordan, and Scottie Pippen. Don't nobody want to be in that city. On that team, at least. Nobody want to be in that team. I couldn't even see LeBron in the Bulls jersey, man. I don't even look like a jersey he would be in. The Blackhawks, is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know much about it. Like I said, I need to get some better teams, man. Get some better players. I don't like no more b-ball teams. I don't even watch basketball no more. But when I did, it was the Miami Heat. The last season I watched was like 2014. That was San Antonio versus Miami. I remember that back-to-back. And after that, I stopped. Miami won the first year. San Antonio won the next. And I stopped watching it after that. And then everybody started retiring. I stopped playing, so I don't even care no more. The NBA got void of talent after that. Nobody watched it after that, bro. So, the last game I saw was a Bulls game. It was the Bulls versus the Indiana Pacers game. I rode up to Indianapolis with some of my boys back in 2022. And we went to go, 2022. And we was watching I didn't even know who was even on teams no more because, again, I stopped keeping up with the NBA. So these new niggas, I don't know who they are. I'm like, I ain't never seen them. But I'm like, whatever. All I know is the Bulls ain't got D-Rose no more. Everybody else done split off. The Pacers had good people. They had Paul George and Roy Hibbert. They had David West. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got those people no more. So I'm like, when I went to go see the game, I didn't know who they was. I was like, I don't even know who these people are. I was like, man, the NBA sucks now. Like, everything changed. Like, college sucks. The NBA sucks. I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch neither. I'd rather watch college sports than NBA, actually, because they more competitive. At least it's still kind of real in college sports because they have to be competitive. Like NBA, they get paid, they don't even care no more. Like, and then everybody else done retired except LeBron them, so nobody trying to watch it. Robert Horry, I don't even think I even know what that is. Whatever did happen to Roy Hibbert, man? Like, I ain't seen him in a minute. I don't watch no sports no more. My sport is called making money. How many points can we score today? How many dollar bills are we gonna make? That's what I care about. I don't care about no college sports and no sports. I don't get paid off this stuff. I still ain't even been to a San Antonio Spurs game, and I live in San Antonio, so I'm like, I don't even care right now. I'll see it when I get a chance. I ain't planning on seeing that stuff this year because I want to get out more, but like right now, I just don't even care about that, man. But I am trying to live more, go places, so that would be good to go see. I just don't know who plays in the NBA no more. I don't watch it, you know. The only game I probably go pay to see is a Laker game because I know LeBron's on it. But other than that, I don't want to see nobody else. I don't really care. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, I care more about success than I care about sports or politics. I'm trying to argue with people over the letter Y and the letter J. Boy, get a life. Like, bro, these idiots. You know, I notice everybody argue about that stuff. They credit scores in the trash, though. I notice that. That's why they got plenty of time to argue about it, because your credit score is on Planet 9. Boy, you ain't going nowhere. Like, some of us actually want to do stuff with our life, you know what I'm saying? God is not going to have you argue his word, people, boy. So anybody arguing his word is not from God. So, yeah, now. That's why they do such a bad job at it, boy. You're wasting your time. Play basketball now. Wasn't you a basketball player? Did you play basketball? Sure is. That's why I said, like, man, I got some testimonies to tell you. I just ain't said it yet, though. But you watching God build, man, right in front of your face. Like, you be straight, man. So I care about the more important things in life, man. The finer things in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to waste my time with stuff that don't make no sense. So I done spent a lot of years arguing with people and going back and forth with people. I'm not doing this stuff no more, bro. I have a life. Like, having a life is way more important than trying to be right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to have fun. That's what it's always about, man. It's having fun. You know, enjoying time while you can, man. Like I said, we're crazy. So I'm like, you never know when they gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. So you know, hopefully everybody's like on the type of timing that I'm on. Because like I said, I know what I want. I know what I'm trying to do. So and I know what I'm gonna do and what I am doing. So. I don't really like sports like that no more. It ain't really that fun or interesting to me. I never really did watch it that much. All the dudes, we like to watch volleyball. It's softball, boy. I tell you, I remember that. College girls was fine. I was like, dang, man, where they make them at? I talked to a girl that was on the college volleyball team, or the softball team. She was a Samoan. I remember that, bro. She was Samoan, had this long hair, looked just like Moana. So I called her up. She was a trip, man. That girl she had all types of problems. I was like, I'll sure watch the sport, though. That was cool. I will say this, y'all. Keep America foreign. Let's embrace all the foreigners in this land, y'all. Keep America foreign. We are not going back to an all-white nation and a nation where they think they're going to bully everybody. Boy, please. We will hang y'all from every rope y'all try to hang us from. We are not playing with y'all. That's why I say what makes the United States great is that it's foreigners here, man. Ain't nobody want an all-white nation, man. That's the most boring thing on earth. I don't want an all-nigga nation either. Like, bro, I want multiple ethnicities of people, bro. Nobody want to have no, like, all patriotic. Boy, I ain't patriotic. If that means everybody included, yes, I'm very patriotic. So it makes it good, man. I don't know how people live in a lot of countries. It's just the majority of one ethnicity, man. China just got mainly Chinese people. Japan got mainly Japanese people. Like, don't you want to live with everybody? Like, maybe there's some people that I want to live with everybody. Maybe it's we're living around too many niggas. Like, I can't do it. Like, Even Daddy didn't want to live in an area with all Negroes. He was like, nah, because they be acting funny. He said they be putting funny stuff in the water and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah. He said, I got to have a little white people in there. He said, I can't be in a nation with all Negroes. He purposely doing stuff.
We're gonna go that way, Lee.
Oh, your son went to the NBA? What's up? Dang. Why they ain't go to the NBA no more? Definitely keep America foreign, man. Foreigners, man. People is what make things great, man. You know what I'm saying? That was what's wrong with Louisville, Kentucky, man. Like I said, it's white, black. Black, white. A hint of Hispanics, a hint of Arabs. White, black, black, white. That's the most boring thing in the world. Like, bruh, it's literally black and white. Like, dude, spread it out. Come on, man. Get some seasoning, man. Come on, let's go. That's why a lot of us didn't think we had options in Kentucky, because that was the only options that you saw, bro. It was the worst of the white, the worst of the black. Everybody out there was terrible. So I'm just like, that's why you think you're doomed. You suck. Yeah, I love talking to different cultures of people, man. That's boring just talking to one people, bro. I don't like that stuff. That's why everybody's so small-minded, man, because they don't think outside the box, bro. They small-minded. Like, well, we the people. Yeah, we the people, but I still want to talk to other people, dummy. I live in a world where multiple people are, dude. Jesus then wasn't Egyptian, but they ran to Egypt when they needed to go hide, bro. They went to Egypt for a reason, stupid. Like, you got to get around other people. I bet you it was great. They was pulling up on a boat to Galilee, or they was pulling up on a boat to Thessalonica. You know what I'm saying? Talking like, hey, what's up, y'all? How was the trip? Everybody want to communicate with other people, man. You don't want to stay in your homeland all day. It's boring. That's why people ain't never left the state, man. Even Texas, man. Some people ain't never left Texas. Boy, they ain't even got their passport. Some people ain't never left the state. Even though there's a lot to do here, but I'm like, it's still kind of sad though, because I'm like, bro, there's a lot more out here than just Texas, man. Like, you got a lot of people right here by Mexico. Ain't never been to Mexico yet, man. They was like, yeah, I ain't never been out the country. Ain't never been out the state. I'm like, this is all they know. And I said, even though Texas is great, that still reminds me of Louisville. That's all people in Louisville are. They ain't never left the city, man. They won't even cross the bridge in Indiana where all the shopping centers are. They won't even cross the bridge go over because Negroes are scared of bridges. That's all they know is that 1 block radius, man. Like, they don't know nothing. Like, that's sad. It's not fun. That's not living. So I can't be around small-minded people, man. I gotta be around very diverse people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, now I'm gonna stand up. No, I rock with pretty much everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done been around a lot of ethnicities, boy. I done been around Indian, Native American, all of them, man. They all be cool, you know what I mean? So, again, if you cool, man, like I said, you somebody I wanna be around. I think we all would. Like I said, I love Texas, but I would not be staying in Texas right now. I said, but I'll be OC somewhere. Let's go in the house real quick. Let me get some drink. Oh. steps, sir. Whatever that is. Stop. Oh, stinks over here. That's like sewage. Stink. Psalms 119:37. Good verse. Like I know when a lot of y'all put down Bible verse, like I said, y'all coming from a good spot. So people be here trying to preach to me. I'm like, boy, you are not preaching to me. See, let me tell you something, boy. Like, boy, who you think you speaking to? I ignore every scripture people come in with. Like, bro, you act like I don't read these. Like, dude, you ain't enlightening to me. Some people say, like I said, they making a good point, and some people really trying to use it against you. I'm like, the word don't work that way. But okay. I have no idea. I didn't even check the full steps yet. I don't ever check those. So, tell you what we should do. We should go for a swim, y'all. Morning, I'm going for a swim. I ain't been swimming in a minute, but I heard swimming really does. Like, it de-stresses you, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely good to do on a summer day or a spring day or something, you know. I'm about to get off here in a little bit anyways. Like I said, I ain't doing this all day. And I don't really want to talk. I'm like, man, I'm just, ugh. I want to relax. Let's go relax, man. Shoot, definitely go swim. I advise you section. You like four. You don't want to section. That's taller than you. Like, know your lane and stay with it. Get a noodle, get a floaty or something. You know, they do a lot of remodeling there too. When I would go out, God forbid, no, I'm gonna say it. Oh, spray myself in the face. What we doing? I'm good. No worries. I was feeling coffee a little earlier, man. I don't know if it was that coffee or something. I don't know, man. So it hurts your stomach sometimes. If you talking about 1 inch, 5 foot, what is the 4'11"? What's the difference between 4'11" and 5 foot? There's no difference. Not that I know of. Beautiful nature, let's go, man. I'm going on straight walks, listening to it, straight spirit filled, all smiles, raw positivity. Appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Listen, I've been going on walks on my own music too, man. I got the speaker now. I've been taking my beat speaker with me. Surprisingly, I have not streamed the beauty of his nature on the speaker when I'm doing walking. I stream the rest of my music, like my YouTube music and stuff. That stuff be like an hour long. I'll be walking for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. So 5 miles is about an hour and a half sometimes, like two maybe. Ugh. Whew. We all just need to relax and jam. That's what I'm about to go in this house and do now. Yeah, I'm about to get up off the stream anyway. So. If y'all lucky, I could do a late night stream tonight. I'm not, but yeah, I used to know that last year. I used to do those like crazy. So still need this to have on the shelf and read stuff. Yeah, I used to pick on girls that was small. I was like, oh, what's wrong? You can't get it. Give it back. Get my phone back. Like, if you can reach it, you can get it. Oh, what's wrong, baby? You can't reach it? Don't worry. I say that like I'm like 7 foot. I'm only like 5, 6, 7. So if I talk to a girl, it's like, I say, hey, girl, get up there and give me a sugar on the couch. Like on the top of the shelf. I can't see over the refrigerator. We got any matches left up there? Be like, hey, look here, human crane. Get up there and get my stuff for me. Oh, man. You ain't turning none up in here, are you? You better not be. Yeah, be a human crane. Them girls be tall, man. Be like 8 foot nothing. I'm like, dang, girl. You know, women be tall, man, but they only be like 5'7", but they look like they're like 6 foot. I'm like, dang, girl, you tall. That's why they be like, I don't date short guys. I'm like, I don't date people I'm talking. I'm like, you say that till you meet me. They all say that till they start crying. That's mighty funny. Even the 5'10" one was crying. Like, they all end up crying. I said, you know, y'all women might be different, but y'all, when it comes to that, y'all act the same. When it comes to that stuff, y'all start crying. I was like, bro, find me one that's like a man. She don't cry. She's hard up. Even the hardest ones that was hard up do that. Like, and they was like, you just make me feel something. I'm like, that's how you supposed to feel. Oh, girl, she said, that's why I'm crying, because I want to have us in the afterlife. I was like, man, what are you talking about? Said, cuz you can have us in this life. Let's have it. I don't know about it. Maybe in a few years. Like, I ain't got a few years. Like, a few years for you. I don't do anything that makes them cry. They do that. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, y'all think I be playing. I really don't be playing, bro. I'm not playing no more. I'm like, I really don't be doing nothing, man. People just don't know how to deal with their emotions. You know why they crying? Because they couldn't be honest and tell me what they dealing with or what they feeling. That's why it's always hard. Because they go listen to a friend or go listen to some other girl who don't know nothing. And then they feel like that's the decision they have to make for themselves. They like you. They know they should stay with you. But something is telling them, see that serpent that the woman listened to? That serpent in their ear is telling them leave. And then you can't say nothing to them. And that's why they crying, because they got to make the hard decision that they don't have to make, but they think they have to make it. Because first they try to come and put it on you. See, I know women be smart. They try to put it on you. It's the way you are. It's just the way you're acting. See, like, I'm like, no, it ain't. What's going on? You're perfect. You're making me cry. Like, yeah, okay. And then I asked him, I said, well, what did I ever do wrong? I said, have I ever done anything wrong to you? He said, well, no. I said, okay, so what's the problem? I don't know. Well, I was like, can you, like, put your feelings on mute for, like, a week? Like, at least a week. Just, stuff is so annoying. Like, it's not wrong to feel, but, man, know when to feel. Like, that is so annoying. They crying and stuff, and they like, I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm like, why can't you? They can't even give you a reason why they can't. It's not because they want to talk to somebody else. It's just because they just genuinely don't know why they do what they do. Which shows you, sometimes women don't even know why they do what they do. Which shows you, that's not our fault as men that you don't know, we don't know why you do what you do. You don't even know, so. Because what do they say? Men don't listen, then they find me, I'll listen. Still not enough. It's always something else. Well, I just feel like, man, I don't care about how you feel. I don't care about your feelings. I don't. If you use it like that, I don't care about it. So you understand that is upsetting. Like I was saying yesterday, you can do everything right, and somebody will still say, "Well, I feel." That just discredits everything you just did. That is so upsetting. So no, I don't want you after that. I don't care if it was a misunderstanding. After that, I'm just turned off. I don't even want you no more. I don't got time for misunderstandings. You either know or you do, because I don't have a misunderstanding when it comes to you, so you ain't gonna do it with me. That's why they all end up crying. Then come here, they hard up. Like I said, everybody else has a hard time with them till they talk to me. Now they're crying. Oh, I miss you. Maybe in a couple of years we can talk. I don't know what I want. One girl, man, she was like, she said I used to be a real wild party animal. She said I went out with my friend the other day, and now I'm drinking again. And she was like, this situation was turning up. She said I'm drinking. I'm noticing I'm falling back into my old lifestyle. I'm like, bro, I shouldn't be making you drink. And I said, it ain't because of what I'm doing. It's because she couldn't tell me what she was feeling. And guess who she had in her ear the whole time? Homegirl. Not the guy she was with for about a year, but the homegirl who couldn't get her man to like her. She had her in her ear. And that's why she was acting like it to me. Because her homegirl kept telling her stuff. Because she couldn't decide if she's in love with me or the home. Because, you know, when women listen to other women about stuff, I'm like, well, then you might as well just go love her then. Like, if that's how you're going to be. And I was like, so everything that we did and been through, and it really was a misunderstanding. All she had to do was talk to me. But by the time it was too late, because homegirls was in there. Unattractive. And I told you, notice they want to keep good connection. Ain't no good connection. You just messed it up. Well, give me time to think. Okay, you can have all the time in the world. It's called infinity. Block. You ain't got to worry about it no more. You ain't got time to think, man. Ain't no compassion over here like that. Like, no, you had that. You didn't want it, so I'm not going to keep playing with you. No. Hey, Francis. Hi. How are you? See, I was about to get off here. I'm going to stay now. How are you doing? Okay, let's go back outside. Come on, yeah, let's go back outside. Francis is here. There are some people that really, like I said, that's a nice person. See, there's some people that make you want to do this stream. Those are people, you know, I know they wouldn't have complications in a relationship because it ain't them. It's usually the other person. But some of y'all would be terrible to be with. You these would be terrible to be with. Okay, shouts out to Iowa. I hope there's black people out there for you because I don't know what is out there. We're just talking about love and relationships. I don't know what we're talking about at this point. I don't even care. Let me just talk about whatever. Yeah, let me go outside. I'll go to the balcony. Now, why is it hot in here, man? Turn this air. I thought I turned this air on, man. It said 80, man. Turn the air up or down or whatever. Turn it to 73, man. Dang, it's hot. Jesus. Well, even Tank is sweating. Look at him, he's sweating. He's sweating. Oh. They barely have trees. It's cold? Oh, man. I can share some of this heat with you boys. It's hot over here. That what up, Iowa used to be council bus all the time. I'm not included in some of you. Man, look, I think all y'all is included in some of you. I wouldn't trust y'all to have my back. Y'all be the one stabbing me in it. Oh, that stuff gets on my nerves, man. They just... Everybody does that stuff. Oh, that's. You know, it's funny because I talked to it was some white girl on the plane. She was from Des Moines, Iowa. And so she was going back to, what's up, Crystal? Hey, my party people's back. Hey, let's go back outside, y'all. Isn't we supposed to be having a fiesta? Shoot. Let's go back outside. Well, some white girl I sat next to on the plane. It was going to Des Moines, Iowa. She was like, yeah, I'm from Iowa. They'd always start with again, they smell you smell good. She's like, you smell so good. I'm like, I know, you ain't got to tell me that. I know. She saw I was a chocolate brother. I said, yeah, it's what you like. Yeah, what not? It's what you like. She had a 45-minute flight from San Antonio to like Dallas. So it wasn't even that long, you know what I'm saying? But we actually sat next to each other, so we was like talking and stuff. Old girl was scared on the plane, so she said. She was like, I have really bad anxiety flying. And so she grabbed into my arm. She's like, can I hold your arm? I was like, girl, you ain't got to ask, girl. I said, if you was ugly, girl, and looked like Rasputia, yeah, I would have been like, girl, you better not ever. I would have requested a seat change. I said, but you know what? You don't have to ask to touch me. That's okay. I said, come on now, little white children. You can... I would not play. I need your music. Y'all silly, man. Y'all silly. Say that's okay. It's really not special. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know what's in Iowa, boy. I ain't never been out there. And no, Steve is not sagging. These are joggers underneath. These are a different pair of joggers. So no, these are not underwear. As you see the string, these are strings. So it's pretty much 2 pairs of joggers. So no, I'm not sagging. So don't act like it. And if I was, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. So it just matches the red. So. Yeah, but how y'all doing, man? 2 of my favorite people in the world, Crystal and Francis. How y'all doing? The rest of y'all about to be banished to the nether realm. Y'all about to be banished to the Infinity Stone realm or something. How y'all doing? Well, I would say Crystal's one of my favorite people until she does that stuff. You said Tuesdays are piano streams. I'm like, yeah, but I just gave you an ambient stream, which was technically a piano stream yesterday. Yeah, but you did say Tuesdays. I'm like, but I just gave you a piano stream Monday. Okay, all right. So you gonna do another stream? I just did a 10-hour stream today. My gosh, bro, can I take a break? That's when I'm like, you know what? She's number 3 as the favorite people. I said, you keep losing your spot. It just keeps, it's a number system. We have to do about the numbers now. That's why I said I got a whole chart at home of y'all names on the board. Yeah, this is my favorite. Yeah, okay. Take your name, demerit. Go to number 5. If I take them and put them there, yeah. We'll say beautiful sunset though. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. We had one star over there, wherever it is. Yeah. Beautiful, boy. Look like cotton candy. She said, trying to get the hot water to work. Dang, they ain't even got hot water up in Iowa, cuz that's crazy. So they ain't got black people or hot water, but that don't sound like a place I want to go to. That's why I asked the old white girl, I said, hey, what's in Des Moines, Iowa? She said, nothing. Corn? I said, yo. I said, what you going back for? She says, the holidays, going to see family. I was like, girl, look. I said, well, I ain't. She said, where you going? I said, I ain't going nowhere that much better. I'm going to Kentucky. The city better than where y'all at, but I said, but I told her, I said, why don't you come with me? I'll bring you to mama's crib. Yeah. I'll be wanting to know what's going on. Yeah, you say that. Yeah, it's pretty out here, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's where I was sitting at. Like I said, that's where I be sitting at right there. Most of the time I be setting up my live streams, I be standing right there. Like right there or like right over there is where the seats are or the steps are. That's where I be sitting at. Like, y'all should feel this wind right now. It feels so good, man. It feels good. I know y'all in Iowa and y'all freezing y'all tail off, but I'm gonna let y'all see how warm I am. At least Steve's not. At least I'm not. $1,300 later, yeah, I'm not. Shoot, feel good out here. Sure is. I need me some cornfields, man. Shoot. I'm trying to make all that money, boy. If I steal a stock of corn for $5, boy, I got 200 of them things, boy, we straight. Trying to go where the money is. That's why I said I have an A. Steve Corporation up in Iowa, too. I'm going to manage off his corn. Nebraska and Iowa, shoot, we're going to manage off these corn crops. That's what the real money is. Shoot. Got a warm day today, first real one of the year. For real? It's been that cold that long? We've been hot since January, man. Dang, y'all late. It's beautiful out here. It's pretty. 85 in North Carolina. Bro, what is in North Carolina? Y'all keep saying that, but I don't know. I didn't even know black people was there. That's crazy, man. Why, though? Bro, come out to Crystal, Francis. Come to Texas, man. Y'all need to get out them states, bro. Like, why do y'all live there? Texas got everything y'all need. Boy, I promise y'all would fit right in. Y'all look like Texans. Like, y'all would really fit in there. Your business will do good, too. I'm trying to tell you. Like, you do authoring and publishing, your business will do good. I promise you in Texas. It really will. Anything do good in Texas. Can't say the same for your hometown. I definitely know Kentucky it ain't, but you come over here, it will be great. But Texas is beautiful. That's why I say y'all missing out on these, man. Y'all don't even got no palm trees where y'all is. Y'all don't even see that stuff, bro. Y'all wearing coats right now. Steve ain't wearing no coat, man. Steve wearing a tank top like I wear all the time, man. Like, we chilling. They all welcome. That's why I said they said Southern hospitality, man. People cool here. Of all ethnicities, man, they cool. Some of y'all be talking about y'all want a chocolate man. Why don't y'all come to Texas and get a chocolate man? There's plenty. Have y'all seen them? Y'all be looking in like North Carolina, man, or Maine or something. Ain't no good men up in Maine or North Carolina, man. I could have told y'all that. Like, why y'all look there? Come to Texas, man. Dudes driving around in Bugattis, man. He's the type of man you want. I be trying to hook y'all up, man. Set y'all up with some mates, bro. Some attraction. Getting dudes that look like they a Doug Funny character. It's like, yeah, that's what everybody look like in North Carolina, man. No Doug Funny skeeter head. Like, what? You get you somebody that look like a real person, man. What's up, Taquillo? Get you some real people in your life. The law of attraction is real, and it does not exist in North Carolina or South Carolina. Or Baltimore. Oh my God, bro. I don't think bro, that's the one worst place I think that's worse to date somebody than Louisville. Bro, I don't think I ever talk to nobody in Baltimore. I talk to somebody in Chicago before I talk to somebody over there. Chicago ain't that bad, but so some places I would never meet somebody. I don't even know who's in Maine. Might as well be if you live in Maryland. You close. Massachusetts, Maryland, or New York, you pretty much close. Might as well. Too many places. Well, y'all need to come through Texas officially, man. Y'all just don't know what y'all missing out on. Like I said, y'all could have done had y'all spouse out here, boy. Y'all could have been engaged 3 months ago, like, bro. Nah, not Houston. Don't go to Houston. Go here. Like, come here. You'll see. People here is cool, man. They cool and so. Like I said. No, that's why I said don't go to Houston, man. Houston is like worse than Louisville, man. Like, dang, that's one place I know that's worse than Louisville. You might get shot going to Houston. I wouldn't go there. Like, just don't go there, man. Like, it's a nice city, but not really. Like I said, if you want to get away from niggas, don't go to Houston. Too many of them. Like, don't go there. But Louisville, Kentucky, Houston, Texas. Don't go there. From Alabama, yo, y'all need to leave Alabama. Alabama's worse than Houston. Hell, y'all naming up the places worse. That's worse than Maine and everything else, man. I don't know nothing in Alabama, boy. Every time I think about Alabama, I think about people with a Confederate flag and they want to hang you. That's what I think about. That or some honeycomb brazy type niggas out there. Like, Alabama is not for me, boy. I would not ever step foot in that state, ever. Those are the people that remind me, like, everybody watch Darby over here. I was like, yeah, they watch Darby and they critical. Yeah, Alabama, Mississippi. Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, the trifecta of the worst states. Like, I would not go there. I didn't even like Georgia, and Georgia's more civilized than Alabama and Mississippi. And I ain't trying to knock y'all state against y'all state. It's just, that just ain't my thing. But. Yeah, it is crazy. Ain't enough roll tide in the world, boy, keep you in that state, ever. That's what I'm saying, like, y'all leave and then y'all, like, go up north, though. Why? Like, why not just go down south? Like, come Texas, where everybody in the world can fit inside the state of Texas, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, that's how big Texas is, man. Like, y'all need to move. Yeah, I know it is. That's why I said I think I had to ride through. I was trying to ride somewhere. I was gonna drive to New Orleans that one year. I was gonna meet mama there. So people was like, oh, you know, we gotta be careful. That sundown towns and wherever. I think Louisiana. I don't know if I had to go through. I don't know where I had to go through to get to Louisiana. But they was like, yeah, be careful. Don't stop at no gas stations. A lot of sundown towns. I said, well, I don't care about that. I said, you don't see this big old 75 round clip I got sitting right next to me. And I said, when I get out and pump my gas, I'm gonna be standing like this. And I said, anything that be moving in the dark, I'm shooting at 75 and 11 times. And I said, and I'm gonna get on the road and I'll call the police when I get to Louisiana, and we'll handle it there. If I killed him, I'll give like, yeah, I had to kill him. I didn't know who that was. Catch me in no sundown town, boy. I'm shooting everybody, boy. I don't care who you is. Racist, white, black, Negroes, I don't care who you is, but I'm shooting everybody. My life mean more to me, boy. I ain't catch me in no sundown town. I'm gonna pump my gas, and if they ride up and look like they got a problem, I'm airing them out, and I'm just gonna ride off and go to another state. You wanna come get me, expedite me back to that state when you good and ready. I'm not waiting for the cops. They're gonna be the ones at sundown telling you. You can have the federal law enforcement come and get me, drag me back there. Like, you ain't gonna have me with your local state police. They the ones that's lynching Negroes. Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Some of y'all don't understand that, boy. Y'all ride around just on a prayer. I ride around with a mini Draco. Oh, bop, 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 bop. Wish you would. Well, I have you looking like a Demogorgon off of Stranger Things, boy. I have you split open. You better leave me alone. That's crazy. Yeah, Birmingham is terrible. I don't know none of them states. I don't like no states of Texas and Florida, man. If y'all don't live in Texas and Florida, y'all missing out. You know how many people I have from North Carolina that say that, like, oh, but bro, there is nothing good about North Carolina. Why do y'all live here? Had a homie, he said, I'm gonna move out to Charlotte. Well, good for you, boy. Like, that sucks out there. He said, no, you gotta come one time. I don't want to. I don't want to be out that way, man. If I'm gonna spend my money and live somewhere, it's gonna be here. Sundown town, nothing, boy. That's why I said it's gonna go down if they come over. I'm trying to tell y'all, boys. Even don't care who you are, man. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody, boy. You come up to my car with some business, it's gonna let you know what's up. What people don't understand is, bro, I would run you over. I would really run you over and drag you about 2 miles. I do not care. If I got to live, I'ma live, boy. You shouldn't have been over here. That's harsh. I don't care. Like, bro, you have any idea what they gonna do to you when they catch you? Yes, it's harsh, man. That's what they get. They got drugs under their car trying to lynch somebody. See, that they got lynched in the street. Don't do that. See, the Holy Spirit was trying to warn them. Don't go over with their rope. Don't go over there. Okay, now you got dragged. See? Ugh. Atlanta sucks itself. That's why I said, like, bro, all 3 of those states suck, man. I told you, Daddy was trying to move us down to Atlanta back in 2014. I said, man, you bet not. I don't want to go there. He said, that'd be a great place to start a ministry. No, it wouldn't. That's worse than Louisville. I was like, dude, that's like not doing justice. I said, you gonna get us a bunch of niggas. Like, nah, man. I'm so glad that didn't go through. I was like, choose another city. I think he was in my Texas. I said, choose that. Don't go to Atlanta. Like, oh my God. I can't stand Atlanta, boy. Every time my homeboy go there, he get locked up. Like, stop going to Atlanta. There's nothing there. I only went there with a gospel concert with Mama. Like, that was it. And that was all we did. I didn't want to go nowhere else in the city, man. I was like, people choose the trashiest cities. Like, bro, go somewhere else, man. Like, there's a whole world out here. Everybody skips down south. When he say down south, the most they think you talking about like Mississippi or Georgia. I'm like, but it ain't down south. We talking about somewhere southern. What are you talking about there? I said, y'all can't get like me. Y'all better come. I'm telling y'all want to come to San Antonio, come through. We can have our meet and greet here. We can have it in Florida. We can have it here. What y'all want to do? But we definitely ain't having it in North Carolina. I wish y'all would recommend that. I'll block y'all. I will block y'all so fast. I told you, we had our Negroland conference our first Negroland conference was in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. And that was boring, bro. The conference was good, but the city sucked. We didn't know what to do. We literally went to go eat Domino's because we didn't know what else was to eat there, man. We didn't know it was even where we was. That's the first thing we said at the conference, bro. They said, all right, what y'all want to do? We was like, I don't know. We was looking up stuff. There was nothing to do. I was like, yo, man, this place is terrible. Yeah, come down here. I'm trying to tell y'all. Come down here. I will buy each and every one of y'all tickets, man. I will buy y'all plane tickets for y'all, man. Like I said, Rain, she live in Texas, and then Texas, Jaslyn, she live in Texas. So y'all close to me. Y'all pretty close. But the rest of y'all, I will fly you dudes out here. A $5,600 value. Yours absolutely free. I will fly you out here. Now commentaries or whatever are commissaries is on you, but your ticket will be on me. Well, Raleigh sucks. If Charlotte sucks, Raleigh sucks. I think I really think you would like it too, Francis. I think this would be a place you would fit in, especially San Antonio. It's a real laid back, relaxed place. You know what's crazy? Everybody here, I know this is so funny, but most of the people here, they literally act like, I'm not saying y'all not cool, but like are nice, because some of y'all not nice. Some people's name that rhymes with Mistle and Bristol, and some people's name that rhymes with Limbell and Shimshell. But nah, but that's why I said, like, most of the people here, they really are soft-spoken, like how Francis is. Like, they really like that, bro. They really act like how she do. That's why you get along with them so good, bro. They be so cool. They just so nice. They so nice. They don't ask you when's your next piano stream or, Yeah, it's very diverse. Very diverse over here. That's why I said come down here. It's all, bro. It's all Hispanics. It's foreigners. We got Jamaicans, man. We got, pretty much everybody, man. We got a little bit of everybody over here. We got black, man. You got white. You don't really see that many white because it's minority, but everybody else is the majority here, man. You know what I'm saying? So you get along with pretty much any and everybody. And most of the women here, that's what I'm saying. Most of the women speak like how she speaks. They like real soft. I told you, like, I asked her to do some of my affirmation stuff too. But there's another friend of mine that I was thinking about asking too, because she also speaks Spanish. And she also has a very soft-spoken voice like that. Like, she has an accent. And she's very calming. So, like, when we say prayers at, like, familiar nights at church, and she's just, like, so calm and stuff. I was thinking about getting her to do some of my affirmations, too. Because I like that. And most of the women out here, they talk like that. Like, they're not like, hey, dude, hey, man, let me tell you something, dog. They ain't like them New York girls. All them girls a little. So, let me tell you, like, they don't do all that. Like, these girls, actually, they really, like, cool, calm, you know what I'm saying? And so, most people here, I like that, man. Even the homies, they're like, hey, what's up, cuz? Like, everybody here is chill, man. They know how to be wild when it's time, and then they mainly are chill. This city's different, man. I don't know if it's just Texas itself, but I know San Antonio, these places are different, man. They act way different out here. She said, I'm one of the sweetest people you know. Yeah, sure. If you say so. Nah, you are, though. Yeah, that's why I said people are cool out here, man. That's why I posted on my social media. Everybody slide up. They was like, bro, these people seem so cool. They are. You can't do it in Louisville. Do what I'm doing in Louisville, Kentucky, sitting out there, you probably gonna catch a straight bullet. You gonna hear at least 10 to 15 gunshots. People gonna try to rob you for your stuff. Negroes try to size you up. It's some dirty, some stank dirty thoughts. Like, boy, these ain't, like, you see the women here, they beautiful. And in Louisville, they not, bro. But these girls be looking like walking, talking gummy bears, bro. Like, they really do. Like, girl, they think that they are 10 and a halves, dog. Like, dudes be trying to get lucky and take home his quarter pounder. Like, man, ew. Girls smell like a large fry, man. Like, they think they really all that. Like, boy, please. I know girls like that in Lord. They swear they are man's gift to God, God's gift to man. That's what they think. That's because they ain't came to San Antonio and stood next to the girls here. They level is like way down there, like at the ground. These girls levels up here. Because not only are they beautiful, but they soft-spoken. They talk nice and gentle. I'm telling you, y'all saw them on my stream. They talk nice and gentle. That is every man's type, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's every man's type. I am telling you how I feel. I feel like I can't trust you, dudes. What? But they do be stank, man. I'm like, man, boy, I'm going to tell y'all a story, bro. Remember when I told you back in my heyday when I used to go out, boy, I told y'all I got about 700 pounds of pressure applied to me. That's not a euphemism. That was seriously 700 pounds of pressure. These 3 gargantuan white girls, I remember that, boy. That was 2021. These 3 gargantuan white girls. Yo, and that's why I said women also don't know how to keep their hands to themselves, too. As I said, it's only sexual assault when you're ugly. I said, but, you know, if it was a pretty one, I would have been like, that's cool. But I was like, it was these 3 stank, big old white girls. They saw what they like and thought they can grab the chocolate. They was like, oh, I'm like, hey man, don't. I like, girl, get off me, don't touch me. Hands was hot like a pot, man. I was like, bro, you ain't even by a stove, man. You're in there hot. We're sweating and stinking and all type of stuff. Bro, I was sitting in the chair. I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. I was sitting in the chair with my friends and them over there, and it's like you could feel like the body heat, bro. This is 700 pounds of pressure. That's no joke. It's 700 pounds of pressure. They thought it would be a good idea. Like, yeah, I'm gonna back it up on him, bro. They did it. I was on my side. They had it on. I was like kind of faced like kind of corner clockwise or whatever. And I remember I was looking over talking to my friend. That was that same night. That drunk girl, that older drunk woman, would not stay at my face. She's spitting everywhere. She happened first. The drunk woman kept coming up, and my friend kept hyping up. I said, hey, don't send over. I said, hey, all right, okay, go over. She came in my face 2 different times. The third time I had enough because she was spitting. I said, girl, if you get in my face again, I'm going to slap you. I said, you get in my face, I'm going to smack you again. Don't you get in my face again and spit on me. That's nasty. She's like, I'm just trying to tell you. I was like, no, don't spit on me again. I don't care if you're drunk. Don't spit on me. That's nasty. I mean, she's... I lost it. I said, you get in my face again, I'm going to smack you. Don't do that. And I told her 3 times to go away and leave me alone. I'm going to have to hit you because you ain't listening to what I'm telling you. I'm giving you a warning, right? After that, these 3 Shamus came over here, bro. They literally, bro, I'm telling you, I was pinned between a wall. It was like a stud wall right there. Like kind of like the beams that hold the building up. The chair was right in between there. I was on my side. Yo, they are crushing my pelvis, dude. They literally, you can't move a big whale, dog. These girls is heavy. Bro, they literally was like this. I was on my side. One girl pressed up against me. And they was trying to do like, you know how some girls are dance on each other and they kind of like form some type of train. That's what they was doing. I swear to you, they had me pinned. They had me pinned down. I couldn't move. I thought I was a strong man until I dealt with a big old white girl. Bro, you are not as strong as you think. I said, we know who ain't getting kidnapped, y'all, because it's going to take a lot of work to kidnap y'all. I said, it was 3 of these big hoes, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro, they was big. But these girls was the jumbo size zebra cake big. Like, these girls was huge, man. And they was just backing it up. And I was like, this is not attractive, bro. You need to move, bro. You crushing me. Bro, it was the warmest, uncomfortable, moistest type feeling. It was like being in a sauna. I can't lie to y'all. Bro, they was like, bro. Bro, the side of my leg of my jeans and the side of my shirt, boy, was wet. From the sweat, from 700 pounds pressed on me. Dude, I was so mad. I said, well, you shouldn't even be here anyways. But I said, I was so mad. I was like, man, this is what I get. All the fine ones over there, they wasn't paying no mind in that. I wouldn't even care. But I was like, man, I get these big old whales, man. 3 Gloria hippos, man, backing it up on a nigga. I was like, this ain't attractive. This is assault. I was like, daggone, girl. Bro, I'm not playing. It was 3 of them. They cornered a nigga. You can't push against a ton of weight. I said, bro, this is a printing press. It's going to squish you. This is not the death by snoo that I had in mind, that most niggas have in mind. I said, man, and bro, when they moved from me, because I was trying to push them, I said, hey, man, I said, get off me. Because, I ain't what I say, hey, get off me, man. And they thought it was funny, and they walked off laughing. I was like, it ain't funny. I said, I took that bottle and just knocked them. Bro, they left, bro. I'm not lying to y'all, bro. I didn't even want to touch the side of my jeans, bro. Yo, cuz, this thing was soaked. Bro, I'm not lying. I remember that night I got home, I was paranoid. I went and scrubbed. Yo, I went in the shower and I scrubbed. I'm not lying, bro. I scrubbed. I washed my hands like 3 times, bro. I scrubbed. I kept washing the areas, bro. I was trying to wash the side of my face. Anywhere where they got their contamination on me, I was like, yo, man, oh, man, it was terrible. I'll see you later, Alexander. You have a good one. You be easy. Hey, man, ain't want no sandwich with them, boy. It wasn't a sandwich, boy. That was a panini, man. They trying to smush a nigga. I was like, daggone it, man. Bro, that's a lot of weight. I said, girl, you could have killed me. I said, if a man had did it, that'd be called assault. I said, no, that's assault, man. Like, you putting yourself on me, I don't even want that. I almost had to give a description like, bro, it was she was moist. It was like a moist feeling. It was like, bro, it felt disgusting. Oh, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, it felt disgusting. Bro, it was like warm and sweaty and moist. Oh, it was the worst. And that was the very few times in my life where I said, I don't like white women. Oh, bro, I was like, girl, you gonna make me stop the whole interracial dating because of that right there. I said, no. I think I know what some of these black women be talking about. They talking about these white girls. They talking about y'all. Hold on, y'all. What's it? Hold on. Oh, man. No, that pissed me off. That's why I said, yeah, we know who's unkidnappable. That's why they be talking about, yeah, I got to worry about myself. Girl, ain't nobody trying to come touch you. Ain't nobody want you. Believe me when I tell you, they don't want you. You ain't never had a scenario where you had to worry about that. I said, girl, you ought to be thrilled. Ain't no Negro trying to come and put you in the back of a U-Haul. Like, girl, they can't even lift you. Like, well, nah, that's what you get. You get the jokes now, boy. You try to take mine against my will, bro. I was like, bro, no means no. Leave me alone. I told him before because they caught me in the hallway. I said, bro, no, leave me alone, bro. That was not a good night, boy. I was like, ugh. I was like, bro, white girls don't listen either. They don't listen either. I don't remember where the story came from. I was making a point about something. I don't remember. But yeah, no, I was saying like most of the women out here, they cool, you know what I'm saying? So they very soft spoken. So I think a lot of y'all, if y'all soft spoken, you know what I'm saying, y'all would make it. Like I said, Frances, I think she would fit in good out here. Because most of the girls do kind of talk like it. They just real nice and hey, and you know what I'm saying? Someone be like angels. Like you can't do them wrong. You can't like, they can do no wrong. They just so nice. They think the TV's over? Some of y'all be weird. Y'all be having attitudes. Y'all be just demanding. I'm like, I could take a page out of people's book here. Oh, man. Bro, I'm so glad that squishing didn't kill me. I know there's a time we all have to have a breaking in that God thing, you know, God puts us through the breaking and the crushing in. I didn't think he meant literally. Boy, Steve almost got crushed by 3 big white women. That's crazy. I said, Lord, that's a different crushing than I had in mind. I said, yo, I'm not lying, bro. Listen to me when I tell y'all. I think the littlest one was the one because they formed like a 3-woman train. And I was like, bro, the biggest one was in the middle. The other biggest one was on my side, and the littlest one was in front of them. I said, boy, look at these 2 Saturn-sized planets on me, man. Get off of me. Boy, I had my jeans all soaked and stuff. I was like, what have you been doing to even be this soaked? I was sweating. Shame. Like, bro, ugh. I said, Negroes get one of these type of white girls and think they balling. Why is it when black women go get a white man, they get a good looking one? Negroes go get a white girl, they get the biggest one. Like, you get these old honey boo boo characters. Like, well, you ain't balling. Like, boy, you really think you balling because you got a Jupiter size? Like, boy, you better get on somewhere. I remember Daddy preached that. He said, them type of dudes be like, well, black women ass. He said, well, so is that white girl ass like her big white mama. He's disgusted. I don't know. I need some relevance in this state, man. I need y'all come through. Some of y'all, I need y'all come through, man. Come to Texas, man. I need some of y'all to be friends with me. Y'all would fit in there. So. That's why I say that's what most of the women like in Louisville, man. If they ain't like it, they just snobby. Even if they good looking. I told you, I got a friend, like I said, she's not ugly. But she thinks that she's all that because, again, like, thirsty dudes be in the face. And I was like, girl, you're not ugly, but you ain't stood next to nobody here, though. So you don't know what pretty is. You don't know what that is. She's like, well, Papi, I'm Mexicana. I was like, yeah, and so are they. There's a lot of Mexicanas down here that would throw you under the table. Believe me when I tell you, they would throw you under the table. I said, yeah, it's hard to compete with people in Texas, boy. This is very hard. There's always going to be somebody better than you. So if you got real jealousy problems, insecurity problems, don't come here. You definitely going to see it. Ugh. Yeah, so. But no, most of the people I do be around, they really do be like, yeah, they soft spoken, they cool. So that's why I get along with a lot of people here because of the way they treat me. I treat them the same way, you know what I'm saying? That's why they think I can never go off. They don't see how I act on live stream. They don't think I'm like, because I don't have to be like it with them. I got to be like it with y'all sometimes because y'all hard-headed, so I have to. You know what I mean? But, you know, with them, I don't have to do that, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see the stars? I know it's very faint, but, you know. Very faint, but look at that boy. Take a whole week to get to the moon. As you can see, the sunset is gone. Why y'all think I moved for Kentucky, man? Because everybody looked like they was inbred. I was like, man, I ain't trying to be with them. They look like they like brother and sister made kids. Like, I don't want them. I got the nerd talk about they please. Yeah, you right. I said, look, that moon is more attractive than you, girl. Look, that moon more attractive. At least the moon shines bright. The moon don't need no makeup. The moon don't have to lie about its size. The moon is how big it is because it's big it is. Like, now, I ain't never had the moon back it up on me because I know I'll be crushed like a bug. But you know what? I'd rather have the moon than you. Oh, man. I'm over looking at the moon like, man, that moon show got some cake, man. That moon show thick. Man, that's crazy. Only a quarter of the moon is showing right now. Show is it's peaceful. Can't have no peaceful Sunday in Louisville. I just saw on the news, man. I always see stuff on social media, bro. People can't go out in Louisville. They out there fighting. The police is in the mix of fighting people with them. Like, just the whole crowd fighting, man. The Walking Bridge, that same Walking Bridge I used to set up down there and get a lot of my money from before I moved to San Antonio, somebody just did another shooting there. Keep killing people, man. It's like, see, you can't have nothing. Then they're going to start making it a law where these little kids can't go outside because they be the ones doing it. Can't have that type of stuff in Louisville, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff right here, see this peace, stuff like this, peace, it don't exist in Louisville. This don't exist. You'll never see this. You will never see this right here. That don't exist. Hold on. Anyways, what y'all want to talk about? Ask me some questions. I got some more people in here talking. I ain't heard nothing from you, Chris, on the minute. What's good? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me, girl. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's catch up. Come on, let's catch up. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Go salsa with Papacito. Papacito, with me. Come on, let's start. Crystal and Francis. Francis, you don't always come in here. I like to talk to you. It's because you're so nice. Like some people. My neighborhood is pure peace, no drama. Nice. Yeah, we're supposed to do another Discord call. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. Peanut butter or jelly for the rest of your life, man. Jelly. Want no peanut butter, man. No peanut butter in the world tastes better than no jelly. That's the only reason I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because it's got the jelly on it. If it ain't got jelly, I don't want it. Jam, jelly. Please pass the hors d'oeuvres. Would you mind passing the hors d'oeuvres? Like, can you please pass the jelly? Some of y'all too young to know that commercial. Anybody that was in the 80s, babies, you know what I'm talking about. Jelly all day, boy. Said peanut butter jelly the long ways. Peanut butter jelly the long ways. Peanut butter jelly the long ways. Said it's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Where the baseball bat? I remember when that song came out, we were saying that. And so we was like, what are they saying? Daddy said, man, don't say that. He said, he might be saying something crazy. He said, what do you mean peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat? That don't even make sense. I said, that ain't supposed to make sense. It's a song. I said, it's just a funny satire song, I guess. Peanut butter jelly the long ways, man. I got tired of peanut butter and jelly, boy. That was one of our best struggle-licious meals. Mom, I'm hungry, but go make yourself a sandwich. That's what they would say. You got lunch meat. I hate that word to this day, lunch meat. Daddy wore that word lunch meat out so bad, boy. I hate that word. I don't even eat lunch meat. I have not ate Hillshire Farm since, dude. That is the very one few things I buy in the store now is lunch meat. Ain't no bologna in my house. Ain't no salami. I don't like Spam, but I don't even buy that. I don't buy none of that, bro. Lunch meat is a worn out word. He used to always say to me, give you a couple of dollars, go to the store, get some lunch meat. I don't want lunch meat. I don't want that. Get y'all chips and some lunch meat. I'm like, no. Say, can we have some ravioli? Get some lunch meat. That's why I said we all could attest watching that commercial. Oh, not tonight, honey. But I love Chef. That old can is following you in the street. Now, my black behind was looking like, I said, boy, if I ever walked in the house with a can of Chef Boyardee, Mom and Daddy said no, you know what they would do to you? I said, she like, what you want for dinner, honey? She got the can of Chef. I said, didn't your mama say no? I said, yeah, those ain't black parents. Because, you know, my black parents would have looked at you like, nigga, you stole that anyways? Bow! I can see Daddy now. Nigga, did you just steal that? Bow! Like I said, mama looks scarier than Daddy when she's mad. She's like, mama gets these like wide eyes. She gets like this tight up face. She said, "Boy, did you steal that?" Bow. She said, oh, bow. Mama slap you. Daddy gonna punch you. Hey man. I said, but I love Chef. What if I told mama? But I love Chef. Pow. Mama gonna pop it. Mama pop you quick. She like, put that. Mama talk with her teeth grim. Put that back. Put it back. We had a rule when we went in the store. Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. You ain't black if you ain't had these rules. Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't even look at nothing. When we get in the store, you better listen. If you cut up, you getting towed up. That was our rule. And we knew when we saw stuff, don't touch it. We ain't white kids, but we were like, oh, can we have this? Wasn't no asking for nothing. You gonna get the great value what they got you. Whatever go in that basket, you gonna eat. If Daddy and Mama walk past it, that means no. Wasn't no, you missed that on the Dino oatmeal. No, they just didn't want to get the Dino oatmeal. They got you the Quaker regular plain oatmeal. You don't get to have strawberries in your cut, man. Like, you get to get those stuff they gave you. And they said, if y'all tear up when we hurt, we're going to tear you up when you get home. So I'll be looking at everybody. I said, well, that white family put a jar of applesauce in their can. Like they got to get the Captain Crunch. We didn't have no Captain Crunch. We had we didn't have Oreos, cuz we had cream between, nigga. You don't know about those. I know Pringles and Dr. Pepper, boy. We had Prongos and Dr. Perky, nigga. You don't know about that. You don't know about that. No Mountain Dew, boy. We had Mountain Shouting, boy. You ain't know nothing about them brands, cuz. You ain't know about that. You don't know about them Kroger cuts, man. Shoot. Bro, we used to get free whippings too, man. Before we even went to the library. Every time we about to go to the library, Mom was like, come here, boy. She said, you and Joe, come here. She said, nah, I'm going to go ahead and pre-whoop y'all. So y'all know what y'all going to get if y'all cut up. We were so bad, we had to get pre-whoopings. I said, but we ain't even did nothing yet, bro. We used to get towed up just for that. Like, it was basically like 6 licks or so. She said, now when you get it, she said, if you tear up at the library, she said, just know what you're going to get when you come home. I said, well, then why don't you just save it for after the library? Like, you know. Shop the other day, and these white ladies were with their children talking so freely around them about adult stuff. Yeah, let us talk about adult stuff with Mom and Daddy growing up. You wouldn't even see the lick coming, boy. All you would see is stars, man. Daddy will pop you so fast you never saw it coming, boy. I'm talking about Daddy had like Mach speed hands. You never saw it, bro. I'm telling you. Sometimes you would, but sometimes you didn't. He just, I'm talking about, bro, you would get hit the sound. Daddy was faster than the speed of sound, dog. I don't know how he was like it. I'm telling you, he just, All you know is you saw stars and you hear a smack after. It was like, why is the smack not on time and with the stars? Like, why is it, the sound is like delayed? Said, boy, don't you ask. And I remember I used to come and say, can we get this? We was in Family Dollar one time. Because what hood don't got a Family Dollar? It was at Family Dollar. I said, yeah, mom, I want this little toy sword. It was like a toy light up sword or whatever. I said, boy, go put that back. So I decided when I went to go put it back, you know what? I want to take this home. So I put it in my jacket. I remember that. I stole it. I got home, put it on my bed, and here comes Steve the snitch. Went and told. Got tore up like the flow up. Like, boy, they was like, you stealing? I was like, nah, I just wanted it real bad without paying for it. Like, that's called stealing. You can't do that. I said, mom and daddy be like, that's why they kept us outside. They said, don't be in grown folk business when we talking. They said, go outside and play. Y'all see how dark I am? I was light-skinned, cuz. I got the pictures to prove. I used to be light-skinned. I'm dark. You see how dark I am? Boy, you can't tell the difference between that and me. Boy, I used to be light-skinned. I used to be one of y'all, man. I had the greatest in-between white privilege there was, man. Now I don't have it no more. I'm like, no, I just got a bad case of revitiligo, man. I'm like, y'all, man. That's why the white people never accepted me. I was like, but I'm really light-skinned. Y'all don't understand. I'm really light-skinned, though. And I said, they never saw me as one of them. So I'm just like, well, dang, now I gotta hang with y'all darkies. I gotta hang with you niggas. Shit, we all stole. Boy, me and Joe stole Ferrero Rochers, Hubba Bubba Max, man. Me and Joe stole all type of stuff. I mean, we was dumb kids, man. That's why I said that's why we used to get beat so much. We was dumb kids. Like, we used to go to the store as kids after church. That was a store right around the corner from my church. Actually, right couple of steps away. It was called the meat store. No Diddy. I don't know why they called it the meat store, but you know, yeah. Nowadays you can't say that. Back then you could, but nowadays you can't say that. Like the meat store, Mega Paws, okay. But we used to go over there. The homie man went over there. He had stole I think it was the Three Musketeers actually. He stole the Three Musketeers and put it in his drawers and came back with it. I said, boy, you eating ballpark chocolate, cuz. You eating something. You wanted it without nuts and you got it with nuts, cuz. Like, why would you do that? Why your drawers? Put it in your pocket or something, man. Bro, he was stingy. Smell malt vinegar. My friend used to visit my teacher's classroom and steal the little umbrellas that you put in your drink. Francis, you stole? I can't imagine you doing that. You don't ever look like you would do a crime. Somebody ever said you did something, I wouldn't believe you. You don't seem like a person that would ever do that. You seem like you was like the goody two-shoes. Guys, we can't do that. It's against the rules. I don't know, guys. We're not supposed to. I can't imagine you stealing. Said my friend influenced me. Look, y'all, she just pulled a Eve. She pulled a Adam. I'm like, well, that woman you gave me did it. Like, yeah, my friend influenced me. It runs in our DNA to throw people under the bus. I throw people under the bus all the time, boy. You know how many times I blame women for me being the way I was? Like, girl, I'm only like this because of you. Like, I'm only upset because it's your fault. You know, at least y'all stole those, boy. I stole all type of stuff. I used to steal Daddy's change, boy. I got tore up from the floor for that. I remember Daddy grabbed me by my. I remember that. He grabbed me. I was in 6th grade, boy. He caught me stealing his change from the store. He jacked me up by my shirt. He said, boy, look here, boy. He said, boy, I hurt you over my money. You hear me? He said, boy, I hurt you over my bread, bro. He said, don't play about my money, so I hurt you, man. I was like, bro, it was only like 75 cents. His money was his money. Because I would save his money, his change from after the store to go to school and buy like the 50-cent pops. Something was wrong with me, bro. Something was wrong with me. I was a liar. I was a thief, bro. I was all type of stuff. Like, Steve is not a good person, bro. Well, that's because I didn't know him like that. Like I said, we thought mom and daddy was sweet. And that's why he told. He said, "Nah, we've been saving y'all whole life." He said, "You wouldn't know us back then." He said, "Nah, me and your mama still crazy." He's like, "Me and your mama still crazy." I know he was crazy when he told me one day. He said, when I was 14, he said, "Yeah, you getting big." He said, "I made that decision right before we moved to this house." He said, "You ever hit your mama, I'm gonna shoot you." And he said, "I'm gonna go to prison, and you gonna take me away from my family. Your mama gonna run the ministry." I was like, "Oh snap!" I was like, "He wouldn't. He would. He really would." Get off. I said, "But I'm only 14, cuz." Like, he's like, "I don't care." He said, "I'm looking at you as a grown man of mine." He said, "Son, you know how I feel about other grown men around my family, right?" I was like, "Oh man, he's for real." Like, he was for real too. It wasn't a joking bone in his body. I was like, "You would shoot your favorite son, would you?" Yeah. Oh man, what time is it, y'all? 9:03. Yeah, I'm the favorite, bro. That's because I'm the most sexy one. I look better than all my siblings. You talking about? That's why he was so hard on me, because he's hard on those that's more attractive. Yes, I'm way more attractive than all my brothers and sisters. It's funny they all married. I'm not. I don't care about that. I'm glad I ain't married right now. I don't wanna be. That's the way I like it. I'm like, I want y'all fools to take care of your life, and like I said, I take care of my life. Because Joey said that around my friend, like my friend that mama considers her third daughter, and then she came around on the holidays, and so we took pictures together. So Joe was like, "Oh, I heard wedding bells." I said, "Bro, don't do that. Don't do that stuff." Because she a white girl. So I was like, "Yeah, she's mama's daughter from another dimension or something. I don't know." I was like, she's another dimension. When mama treat her like one of her own, like mama gonna show you mad love. You know what I'm saying? Like my friend, she worked at Sephora, so she brought mama a big old like gift basket of like she always bring like fragrances. So one time she brought mama the fragrance that she needed, and that was mama's first time meeting her. She said, "Well, I wanted to come over and bring a gift. I didn't want to just show up unannounced or like empty-handed." And so mama, she said, "Girl, I was looking for this." She said, "Come here, give me a hug." She said, give me a hug." I was like, "Give me a hug," because she's from Michigan, so her family's not in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? And so Jones is from Fort Lauderdale, so his family ain't in Kentucky either. So they always come over on the holidays when I come back. And so Jones, big old 6'2" self, man. He pull up. I was like, "What's up, Jones?" Mama, she said, "Is that my third son over?" He said, "What's up, mama?" He said, "Girl, mom, give me a hug." She said, "What's up, son? How you doing?" Like, mama really called him son. Like they like family, man. So. And when they asked that, Jones is tall, man. Jones like 6'2". Well, he looked taller than me. I thought he was like 6'4". Jones hit me up on social media. I posted it on my Snapchat. Like I always post like people that run up on the stream, like when I do the live streams, whatever. And so like the dudes, the girls, whoever's on there, you know what I'm saying? So Jones always one of the first ones to slide up. He said, "Yes, Lord, they got tonight." I said, "Hey, bro, come on, man." He said, "Man," he said, "They gorgeous." I was like, "I know they are." I keep trying to tell dude, I said, "Bro, come on to San Antonio, cuz. Like, come out here, man. Like, you missing out. There ain't nobody in Kentucky. Like, come on." He said, "Man, hey, look." He said, "Boy, they beautiful." I said, "I know. I keep telling you, come out here." I'm like, come on, bro. No, he said he's 6'2". He looked like he's like 6'4", but he's really 6'2". All right, y'all. I think I need to start winding down. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to talk about, I might need to start winding down because I've been up. Like, I ain't take my nap today or nothing. Let me take your shoes off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some rest, y'all. I'm gonna get up off the stream. I need to relax, so I'm gonna go relax. Y'all make sure y'all do the same thing. Y'all text us in the Discord, man. We gonna be up tonight. Come on, text us in the Discord. Like, let's get some stuff going, dudes. Okay. But let's get the chat back to life. But I love y'all. Partially. Thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday and have a good Monday, man. If y'all going to work tomorrow, whatever y'all doing, just stay safe, be careful. Francis, stay warm in Iowa. Let us know how you doing in the chat. And yeah, I'll catch the rest of y'all later, man.